dropped on Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but that doesn't mean they can't make the land of Israel impassable because of the radioactive material that they spread across there in what's known as a dirty bomb. That's the same threat that exists there. The 7.6 millimeter rounds that they send to the Gaza Strip, that's a threat. Again, the funding, the fighters, the rockets that they send over there that are the length of the Suburbans and have warheads on them that weigh 100, 200, 300 pounds. That is all Iranian tentacles, Iranian funding, and
what happens when the best meets the best?
Tonight, we find out. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com.
He's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes! And a touchdown by Jacob Palomino and an excellent pass by Manny Fuentes once again. He's going to draw back to pass. Up the middle. Peyton Turner, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes! Fuentes once again shows the space of his arm.
Tonight, district play gets underway as the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state battle it out. It's your Roswell Coyotes versus the Artesia Bulldogs. Let the battle begin. Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Business Notion, Calici's Frozen Custard, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, E&MU Portales and E&MU Roswell, Moffett and Brown Dentistry, Maze Lumber, Oasis Computers, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Plateau, Richland Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Richland Chevrolet Buick, Roswell Seed Company, Southwest Printers, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Now, on with the action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roswell High School football on ksvptv.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. I am your host this evening, Art Sandoval, here with the Commander-in-Chief, Roswell High School head coach, Jeff Lynn. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm great.
Hey, man, first and foremost, I can just say Friday the 13th, my lucky number. I know it's your lucky number because you were born on Friday the 13th. Of course, that was back when America was America. That was June of, I won't say the year. I won't say that, right?
Yeah, let's keep that.
Okay, sounds good. So, no, hey, good evening, Coach. And, hey, listen, this is the second part of the season as the Roswell Coyotes will be taking on the Artesia Bulldogs. 1 versus 2 in the state of New Mexico. This is the New Mexico game of the week. It's actually, people are saying it's the game of the century. So we'll see what happens with this. It's going to be a bloody, bloody mess. That's what people are talking about. People are very, very excited to see what's going to happen. The estimated people here at the Wool Bowl, they're talking about 10,000 people, Coach. What do you think about that?
That's great. I'll tell you, the big winner will be the Roswell Independent School District.
Well, more than anything, they're talking about the gate fees and everything else.
Ticket sales. So.
Yeah, well, sounds good, Coach. Well, let's talk about last week's game. Tell me some of the pros and cons. Of course, you went 7-0 the first part of the season. A lot of 6A schools that you competed against and were successful that prepared you for tonight. We'll talk about Artesia a little bit later, but right now I want you to talk about last week. Pros, cons, some of the highlights for your program.
Yeah, again, I thought we played really well defensively to go up to PV and shut them out. They're a well-coached football team. I don't even think they had positive yards rushing until the last series of the game when we had put our second guys in. So our defense played really well. I thought we were kind of slow offensively. I thought, we were plagued by penalties. We got a bunch of penalties, some merited, some weren't. And just to be able to go on the road and drive 7 hours and, get off the bus and play a game and get a win in the fashion that we did, that was a good win for us. And it was good to go into the bye week with a win and good to finish up the regular season with a win. So it was a positive experience. I don't really like traveling to Farmington on a Friday night, but we did it. We got it done, and we got home safe, and just a good win for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I beg your pardon. I did say last week. I meant 2 weeks ago because the Roswell Coyotes did have a bye week. So this is starting week 9 of New Mexico high school football. But, the talk of the town again is the Roswell high school defense. Offensively, of course, you just do your thing. So it was exciting to see. So anything else you want to say as far as the first 7 games, Coach, about your performance from week 1 to week 7? How much did you improve from week 1 to week 7?
I think we improved a lot. I think, the kids had a really good 8-week stretch there of practice and getting better. I really didn't feel like – I feel like we had one game where I didn't really think we played all that well. I thought all the other games we played well and prepared well and did what we had to do to win the game. So it was a good 8-week stretch for us. It's good for our JV kids. I mean, they got better. It's just been it was a good opening regular season stretch there as we move into district, and just super proud of the way the kids handled their business, practiced, and just took it 1 week at a time and got better each week. But man, it went fast.
That's exactly what you and I were talking about before we started this interview. This first 8 weeks have really gone by quickly, and it's hard to believe that just in a matter of weeks, the state championship game from whoever that's going to be is going to be here soon. So, all right, Coach, well, anything else as far as the first part of the season you want to talk about?
No, just, again, super proud of our kids, super proud of our staff, proud of our entire football community. We had a big fundraiser. They did a great job. Our boosters did a great job with that. It takes money to have a football program at this level, and just super, appreciative and proud of our entire football community, because when a football team wins, it is a community effort. I mean, it takes administrators, it takes parents, it takes coaches, it takes the kids, it takes grandmas, it takes granddads, it takes uncles. I mean, everybody is participating in that, whether it's whether they're an active participating or they're donating money. I mean, we got a great football community on the south side of Roswell, and I'm super proud to kind of lead that.
One of those old sayings is the school year will go as far as the football team does. So right now, of course, it's been pretty successful. So, the school year has also been somewhat of a some change, but it's been successful as well. So I do appreciate that, Coach. Okay, just turning keys real quick. So now this is the second part of the season, as we call it. You're opening up district against the Artesia Bulldogs. You and I, as coaches, we understand rankings are rankings, but for the community, it's kind of a big deal. 1 versus 2. How do you feel about that, Coach?
I mean, it is a big deal. I mean, let's not run from it. I mean, our kids have done a great job. I mean, they're 7-0. We've beaten 5 6A opponents.
Right.
Our defense has only given up 44 points in 7 games. I mean, let's be proud of that. Let's be proud of that ranking. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're not done, and obviously we've got to continue to prove and continue to get better. And the game tonight is part of that process. You got to be able to play in big games. You got to figure out, what you're about in these kind of games. So, we're not going to run from that. We're not going to hide from it. It's a big deal. I mean, you can go into your team and you can lie about that and, tell them it's not a big game, but it is. I mean, it is. I mean, they know it. They're not dumb. So. Right. Let's embrace it, and this is why we play high school football. This is why we coach. I mean, this is why we lift all those weights. It's for nights like tonight. So let's have a good time, and let's embrace the challenge, and let's go attack this thing.
Man, I appreciate you saying that. It's a big deal. And, some of the things we were talking about is, some of the things during preseason, and you're talking in the summer, you're doing those weights, you're doing strength and conditioning, you're trying to prepare your team. You had 160 kids in your program. It is a big deal. And I'm so thrilled and happy that you said that about the Roswell Coyote and your football program. Now, let's just turn gears again. Once again, the Artesia Bulldogs ranked number 1 in the state of New Mexico. Roswell Coyotes ranked number 2. What are you expecting tonight as far as defense of the Artesia Bulldogs? What are they going to be doing up front? Some of the standouts that you might think of, some of the past games they played. What's the big deal about this?
Well, the first off is they're very complicated defensively. I mean, most teams will give us 1, maybe 2 fronts. They're going to give us 3. Tonight they're going to give us an Okie front, they're going to give us a Bear front, and they're going to give us a kind of a 4-3 front. So they're complex. They're going to give us different coverages, play a lot of man, play some trap 2, play some cover 3. So it's important for us, and then they're really good personnel wise defensively. Like, I'm not so sure this isn't the most athletic Artesia team on defense that I've seen. I mean, they've got a really, really good secondary, as good a secondary as I've probably seen. They've got 2 5'10", 5'11" corners. They got another safety that's 5'11". You don't see that size in the secondary typically in the state of New Mexico, and those kids can run and they can cover. and then their front is athletic and physical. So really, really good defensively, and they're really complex. So it's a big challenge for us offensively, and hopefully we've done a good job preparing for that.
Offensively, you're going to continue trying to do what you've been doing?
Yeah, but I mean, they're different too. I mean, like, the thing that we've seen the last 5 to 6 weeks is we've seen predominantly run teams, and nobody's really tried to spread us out and throw the ball because it's just not their style. But Artesia's Artesia. They're going to spread you out and they're going to throw the ball, and that the Strada kid's a really good football player. I mean, he's the straw that stirs the drink. Really good quarterback and really good receivers, and their offensive line is well coached. Coach Biddle does a good job with those kids. So again, it's just they're really explosive offensively, and there's not really one person out there that you can point to and say, hey, that's the weak spot. They're solid across the board.
Perfect. Sounds good, Coach. So that brings up how was practice this week? How did you prepare for Artesia? Anything that you want to comment about
practice
that?
is always good this type of week, these types of weeks. It's really fun because I think a lot of times with kids today, they have a hard time focusing. They have a hard time taking things seriously. They like to goof around a lot. You see, I mean, you're an assistant principal. You see it every day at school.
Right.
It's fun for me to see a group of guys get serious about something, and focus and have a goal in mind and work towards that goal. And so, that's what's so fun about this week's for me is you get to see that seriousness. And I think that's lacking in our youth. And I think it's good for these kids to, have a goal and focus and, not play, grab rear and all that stuff. I mean, they were locked in, ready to go, and they did a good job preparing.
Sounds good. They were focused, ready to rock and roll. So, sounds good. Coach Lynn, is there anything else you'd like to add about tonight's game? You want to say anything to the community? Anything to your fans?
No, I mean, it's a big game. Everybody's talking about it everywhere I go. I mean, big game, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and it is. I mean, again, we're not going to run for it. But we got to keep it in perspective, too. I mean, we're going to wake up on Saturday morning, and we're going to have to play Mayfield the next week. And then after that, we're going to have to play Goddard. And then they're going to seed the playoffs. And so is it a big game? Yeah, it's a big game. But it's not the biggest game we're going to play this year. So, it's a big game. Let's keep things in perspective. Let's go have fun and see what happens.
Man, as usual, very humble Coach Lynn. Always nice talking to you. Appreciate you doing the Dion's pregame show with us. Coach, good luck. I'll let you get back with your kiddos. We'll see you after the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here in just a moment. Thanks for listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM. We'll see you in just a moment.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
It's the water service couldn't be cut during COVID.
This says the Fosters make around $150,000 a year, and they refuse to pay their water bill?
Since Barry Foster's been on city council, city debt has tripled. With rising crime, he voted against hiring 5 new police officers.
And the city delayed vital repairs to our drinking water system. Now, repair costs have skyrocketed.
It's time for a change.
Change by voting for Carlos Marujo.
He's a supervisor at Eastern New Mexico U. Carlos knows how inflation impacts Roswell's working families.
Carlos Marujo will demand Roswell live within its means. He respects taxpayers.
We can't afford 16 years of Councilman Barry Foster.
Our Values PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising. Paid for by Our Values PAC. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
My name is Dominic Pacheco. I'm number 23. I play wide receiver. My parents are Alexis Pacheco. My favorite teacher is Mr. Boardman. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys, and I love being in Kyle because of the brotherhood. It's a good environment to be around.
My name is Wesley Gallegos. I'm number 24. I'm a corner here at Roswell High. My parents are Paul and Holly Gallegos. I'm just involved in football. My favorite teacher is Miss Ingram. My favorite football team is the Niners, and my favorite thing about being a Coyote is that crowd. You know, you make a play, everybody goes crazy.
My name's Jeremiah. I'm number 25. I'm a senior. I play cornerback, and my mom's Marisol Moriel, and my dad is Gonzalo Talamontes. I like spending time with my friends and family after school and stuff. My favorite teacher is Coach Lynn because he gave me the blueprint to be rich. And my favorite football team, Cowboys. And I love being a Coyote because we're not only a team, but we're a family, and we got each other's back step by step.
My name is Amarante Marujo, aka Bubba Blends. I am a junior. I play corner. I am also involved in baseball, powerlifting, and wrestling. My favorite teacher is Mr. Boardman, and my favorite football team is the Seattle Seahawks. I love being a Coyote because of the environment and just the way everybody treats you.
My name is Aiden Rutley. I'm number 40. I'm a junior. I play D-end, D-tackle, and tight end. My parents are Christopher Cunningham and Kim Rutley. I'm also involved in wrestling and track. My favorite teacher is Miss Kaiser. My favorite football team is the Detroit Lions. And I love being a Coyote because of the brotherhood.
General Hospital is here to help you take charge of your breast health. About 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer. Understanding your family history and getting screened can help lower your risk and lead to early detection. They're pleased to offer advanced 3D mammography, providing increased early detection, more accurate results, and enhanced comfort. Don't wait. Request your mammogram today. Women over 40 don't need a physician's referral to schedule their annual screening. Visit artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
Hey neighbors, there's a new source for all your appliance needs in the area. We're Roswell Appliance Outlet. We sell new minor scratch and dent appliances, and we'll help you save 40 to 60% off of MSRP. All come with warranty and personalized service. We also offer parts and service for your existing household appliances. We offer financing and delivery options as well. Don't make that big box store mistake. Come see us at Roswell Appliance Outlet today at 600 South Main in Roswell, or call 575-363-9236.
Roswell Appliance Outlet, a proud supporter of Roswell Sports.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kyle Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. We are your hosts, Art Sandoval and Kelly McDonald, here at the World Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. And I tell you what, the fans are coming in. It's a packed house on the east side, and the fans are still coming in on the west side for the Roswell Coyotes, as it is a packed house. It is 1 versus 2 in the state of New Mexico in all classifications. 7-0 for the Roswell Coyotes and 7-0 for the Artesia Bulldogs. Man, I'm telling you what, Coach, this has been a long week, I should say. We've been waiting for this night for, well, let's just put it this way, 6 days at least, getting ready to rock and roll right here. So I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. What are your thoughts on tonight's contest, Coach?
Well, it's finally here. That's my biggest thought is that it's finally here. I mean, this has been circled on the calendar for so many people for so long. You got media from Albuquerque here.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a packed house. I mean, if you can see, and you can see on KSVPTV.com, you're looking across, but we'll have shots of the Roswell crowd as well. I mean, it's basically going to be standing room only here, and for good reason. I mean, this is a big-time matchup.
You know, the prediction was, you know, that you and I were talking prior to the pregame about what is the capacity here at the World Bowl. You know, a lot of people said it was 6,000. Some people said it's 8,000. But, you know, the expected crowd here at the World Bowl is guesstimated about 10,000 people here tonight. And that's what they're saying. But, you know.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, they'll probably just keep selling tickets and letting people in as long as they want to. But, yeah, we might end up with people standing along the rails or along the fences here outside the bleachers. But I'll tell you what, everybody wants to be here for this. Everybody wants to be a part of this, and I can't wait for that first kickoff.
Yeah, the officiating crew will be out of Albuquerque, New Mexico this evening. And I tell you what, I know you have done your homework, Coach. You know, we've done our homework on this side here. You know, it's going to be about 5 minutes till the start of kickoff. Actually, a little bit more than that, but I'm going to tell you what. Let's talk a little predictions real quick, Coach, before we start on starting lineups. Real quick, as we talked about, the number 1 team in the state of New Mexico, the Artesia Bulldogs. They beat Santa Teresa last week 53-0, and then, of course, the number 2 Roswell Coyotes beat Piedra Vista, the Panthers in Farmington, 44-0, playing each other tonight. Coach, talk to me a little bit about this. I want to know exactly what your thoughts are. I want a prediction as far as score is concerned, and then we'll go on with the 3 through 10 rankings.
All right, well, quickly predictions. You know, these teams score 44 points a game or better, each team. Artesia scores a few more points than Roswell does. Roswell gives up a fewer points than Artesia does, and they both score seemingly at will. I mean, into the 40s, into the 50s on multiple occasions. But what I want to talk about is these defenses. I'm so impressed with these 2 defenses. I've been saying about Roswell all year long. But, I mean, neither of these teams have been scored on in a month. And I know they had the bye week last week, but, I mean, no one's even scored on them in a month. No one scored twice on the Coyotes since week 1. I mean, I'm really excited to see how these defenses clash against these high-powered offenses. But here's my prediction. Here's my score. I'm going to say Roswell 31 and Artesia, Roswell 35 and Artesia 31.
Sounds good, and I do agree with you. Coach McDonald, I think the Roswell Coyotes, in order to be successful tonight, as you mentioned, both squads have great defense. But right here, what the Roswell Coyotes are going to have to do, offense and defensively, they're going to have to stick to their assignments, do what they're supposed to do. Everybody's talking, this is the game of the century, right? I get it. This is just another game right now. This is not the most important game of the season just yet. The most important game will be the last game these 2 teams meet. This is a clincher right here. This crowd's going crazy as the Roswell Coyotes come on the field. But my prediction, Coach McDonald, tonight is I'm going to have the Roswell Coyotes 42, the Artesia Bulldogs 41 is my prediction tonight. And like you said, both defenses do their job. But I'll tell you what, you have the high-powering offense and the strong-arm quarterback with Manny Fuentes. And then, of course, with the Artesia Bulldogs, you have the leader of the pack over there. You have Nia Estrada, the 5'11 quarterback, that's also going to lead his team. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to the starting offense and defenses for the Roswell Coyotes. It is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds before we start. Let's go ahead and start off with the defense right off the bat. Quarterback standing at 5'6", 160 pounds, classified as a senior, is number 24, Wes Gallegos. Number 33 is Eli Lynn, playing defensive end, stands at 5'11", 210 pound senior. Number 71, right next to his brother, is Noah Lynn, the defensive tackle, the 6'2", 245 pound junior. And then number 66, new to the starting lineup, is Mason Greathouse, the defensive tackle, 6'2", 200 pound junior. And then defensive end, 6'4", the 210 pound junior, is Aiden Rutley, wearing number 40. And then Jeremiah Morial, number 25, playing quarterback at 5'8", 160 pounds. And for the safeties this evening is number 14, Connor Nichols, 5'10", 170 pound senior. And then number 16, Zai Carrasco, the 6'2", 170 pound senior. And your linebackers tonight, it's going to be a big factor in tonight's game. Number 32 is Vernon Molinard, the Sam linebacker, 5'8", 175 pound senior. And then number 7, Keegan Nichols, the wheel linebacker, 5'11", 185 pound junior. And then you have the Mike linebacker, the 5'11", 195 pound senior. Number 3, Damon Quesada. Those are the starting lineups defensively for the Roswell Coyotes. And the starting lineups for the Roswell Coyotes offensively, we're going to go left to right. We're going to go with number 41, L.J. Macias, the wide receiver, stands at 5'10", 175 pound senior. Left tackle, number 51 is Javier Garcia, 5'10", 200 pound senior. And number 72 is Jesus Gutierrez, left guard, 5'10", 225 pound senior. And then the center of this evening is Rico Lujan, wearing number 74, 5'10", 220 pound senior. And then number 52 is Dylan King, right guard, 5'10", 225 pound senior. And then Adrian Barraza, number 70, right tackle, 6'2", 225. And then Malachi Mitchell, number 12, 5'11", 175-pound senior. And your running backs tonight is Bryce Sanchez, the 5'11", 210 senior. Josh Estrada at the slot back, wearing number 13, Friday the 13th, lucky number, 5'7", 175-pound senior. And then the fullback is Peyton Kennard, 5'10", 200-pound senior. And then finally the captain quarterback, number 8, Manny Fuentes, the 6', 165-pound senior. And we're just seconds away from the start of the kickoff. It looks like the Artesia Bulldogs will be receiving, and
get on it.
It's going to be get on it. And it's a Roswell Coyotes ball right off the bat. And the Coyotes strike first.
Wow, that is just crazy. And what happened there is you had the kicker just line driving. I mean, he's probably going for some kind of squib, but it hits one of the up players for Artesia, bounces all the way back behind everyone, including all of the Coyotes. And then kicker Peyton Kennard was able to go back and get it.
All right, so the Roswell Coyotes won the toss. They deferred the second half, but good things happen right off the bat for the Roswell Coyotes as they take over 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. 0-0 is the score with 11:59 left in the first quarter. Manny Fuentes is the quarterback, pistol formation. And here we go as Fuentes will lead the Coyotes here. You got 2 men to the top of your screen. We got motion. There is Fuentes, and he will hand it off to Bryce Sanchez on the 40, 45, and finally brought down about the 46, 47-yard line. So positive yardage.
Yeah, about
Bryce Sanchez.
Yeah, about 11 for Bryce Sanchez, and a good start offensively. I'll tell you what Coach Lynn wants to do, he wants balance. You know, he doesn't want to just run. He doesn't want to just pass. Offensively, he would love to have a 50-50 split tonight.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 on the 48-yard line. It is 0-0, 11:34 left in the first quarter. Fuentes on the right hash will be the quarterback, and there's going to be the toss. And positive yardage there once again, and Sanchez will go past the 40-yard line and finally drops about the 38-yard line. Positive yardage and another 1st down for the Roswell Coyotes.
15 for Bryce on that one, so 37 yards on 2 carries. What a start for Bryce Sanchez and those big guys up front. And with the scheme, you know.
Absolutely.
Coach Lynn and the scheme.
Okay, 1st down and 10. Right hash, 38 for the listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. KSVPTV.com. It is going to be 1st and 10 from the 38. Fuentes in pistol formation. It's going to be tight for the Roswell Coyotes. Might have motion here. Fuentes looking at the line, and he will hand it off once again. And Sanchez might gain about 2, maybe 3 yards. So they're going to call it +2, so it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Roswell Coyotes. The Coyotes are in Bulldog territory.
And just couldn't have started much better for the Coyotes here, and you have to wonder how Artesia is going to handle this. Artesia's basically faced no adversity this season. I mean, they played that tough game against Cleveland, and they've had a little adversity in a close game against a tough team.
3-man front for the Artesia Bulldogs, and here comes Fuentes with the fake toss.
Got him.
And there's Manny Fuentes with the pass, and going to be caught and in the end zone.
Nope, they're going to call him short.
Touchdown. Number 11, Abe Toscano. Touchdown, Coyotes, and the Coyotes strike first. And a sellout by Manny Fuentes, and a great catch by A.B. Toscano. Coyotes strike first, and let's see if Kennard can kick the PAT. You're going to give Fuentes credit for?
38.
38-yard touchdown strike. And the PAT is no good, as it is right left. Coyotes do get on the board with a 38-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Abe Toscano. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
welcome back to Coyote football here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. A beautiful, beautiful evening. 73 degrees here, and not a single, maybe just a little bit, but not really much of a breeze at all here in Roswell.
No, it's just a perfect night for football and a near perfect start for these Coyotes as they get the quick turnover and then just march down the field and score in just, what was it, 4 plays?
That is
4 plays.
That is correct, 4 plays. Well, that's, one of the things with that is, the Coyotes that did their job with the kicking team, and nice, beautiful pass by Fuentes and great catch by Toscano. But those extra points are going to have to be successful in tonight's ball game. Going to be a little kick, and number 30 for the Artesia Bulldogs. That is Angelo Silva. Lost it, but then gained control. Now it's going to be the Bulldogs Bowl. The Bulldogs Bowl, the Bulldogs Ball. It'll be 1st and 10, right hash from the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and we'll see how patient they are, if they're going to, if Coach Maupin is going to get really aggressive here, being down early. Again, they've hardly been down in about a season and a half.
All right, so it's 6-0 if you're just now tuning in to KSRPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Coyotes do lead 6-0. Coyotes defensively running 4-man front. In trouble is Estrada. And there's going to be a pass, and it's going to be incomplete, but there is going to be a flag on the play. And I see where number 66, Enrique Armendariz, is throwing his arms up. I'm not sure if they're going to get the Artesia Bulldogs for a hold.
Well, he's a large kid, and he plays that right tackle position pretty well, but they are going to get a hold on Artesia. They're going to back him up 1st and 20 instead of 2nd and 10. I agree with that. If they would have got a sack, for -5, I'd say maybe decline it, but definitely want to move him back here. Almost down to, let's see, it looks like the 21. So this is a good opportunity for the defense here. Make a stand early.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 as the holding penalty occurs for the Artesia Bulldogs. Estrada, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, dropping back to pass. He's going to go up the middle on the 3rd level, and it's going to be caught. I believe that's number 88. Jack Byers, the sophomore wide receiver.
Yeah, Byers did a good job, good route, and a perfect ball from Nia Estrada. And they raced that 1st and 20. No problem.
Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Middle part of the field, 45-yard line. Estrada, the quarterback for the Bulldogs. It's going to be gun left. Quick pass. It's going to be a slip screen for the Artesia Bulldogs, and it's going to be caught once again by number 86, Trent England.
And it looks like Zai Carrasco was actually the lead tackler on that play, and just a good job, good pursuit, and everybody staying where they're supposed to defensively, not getting too excited there. Trent Eglin?
Eglin. Okay, Eglin. Okay, so 2nd down and 8, so 2-yard gain for the Bulldogs. 5-man front for the Roswell Coyotes. Estrada dropping back to pass, and another dump over to the flat area for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Yeah, and tiptoeing down the sideline for a big gain.
Excuse me.
You can't get the number on the receiver there.
Well, I thought it looked like Jesse Armendariz, but more than likely it was Frankie Galindo.
Yeah, it might have been Galindo down the sideline.
From this angle here, that was on the east part of the field there. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs on the 39-yard line. 6-0 in favor of the Coyotes here in the first quarter. 8:45 remaining in the first quarter. Estrada, the only back in the backfield, switches, goes shotgun left. He's going to hand it off. That one's going to be to Frankie Galindo.
Yeah, not much there in the run game so far for Artesia. And, just watching film on Artesia, you would think that a quarterback like Nia Estrada, being such a good athlete, you'd think he would be also a threat in the run game. He's not at all. I mean, he never wants to run. He's only rushed 11 times all year for 33 yards, an average of 3 yards a carry. He's going to throw. If he's back there, he's not going to take off. He's going to throw. I mean, it'll be a rare occurrence to see Estrada take off with the football.
Well, such a good athlete he is. We want to make sure, that you're right, 100%, but don't count him out with the running game. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Estrada going to pass up the middle once again, and in and out the hands of an Artesia Bulldog.
Yeah, Connor Nichols broke that up because that was going to be a completion for a first down, but Connor got a hand in there, got the left hand in, knocked the ball out. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. But this is kind of 4-down territory if you're Artesia.
Yeah, the intended receiver for the Artesia Bulldogs was Gavin Brown, the senior wide receiver. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for this high-powered offense of the Artesia Bulldogs. Shotgun left now for Artesia. Estrada, the quarterback.
And bring in an extra D-back for this play. Going to rush 4.
And looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. Oh, maybe this is...
Well, there are definitely flags.
Let's see what the officials call here.
Well, it's on the Coyotes.
So they're calling it a...
I don't know about that signal.
Dead ball penalty.
Yeah, I'm looking through my coach's signals here, and I'm not seeing what the official just indicated. So maybe somebody can help us out on that. Oh, a substitution infraction. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So
substitution infraction.
Okay. There's going to be a quick pass into the flat area again. The pass is caught by Isaac Carasas.
And that'll be good enough for a first down. They only needed 4 after the penalty. So that will be a first down for Artesia at about the 28. So just looking at the two defenses, definitely Roswell High's winning that battle so far. I mean, Artesia's defense couldn't stop us at all in that first drive.
Right.
Realize it's the first drive of the game for each team, but so far the Roswell Coyote defense looking a little stiffer here.
So you got two receivers down at the bottom of your screen. And there is Estrada going to the end zone and almost picked off by the Roswell Coyotes. It will be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there by Zy Carrasco. He turned to look for the ball a little bit late, but still managed to break that play up. Ball a little bit underthrown. I think if he turns a little sooner, he can pick that and head back this way.
Yeah, Zy Carrasco, the 6'2" athlete for the Roswell Coyotes. You're exactly right. I think just a little higher, he would have had an interception.
Yeah.
6-0 is the score here in favor of the Roswell Coyotes with 7:10 left in the first quarter. Estrada still a quarterback. Shotgun right now for the Artesia Bulldogs. And Estrada going to go quick. It's going to be caught by number 10, Matthew Size, the 5'10" senior. And that's going to be another first down for the Artesia Bulldogs as the Artesia Bulldogs in Coyote territory. The clock will continue to run here in quarter one.
Inside of 7 minutes, and that first drive took almost no time, about a minute off the clock. So this has been kind of a long, sustained drive for Artesia. Still not much running room as Mason Greathouse makes a tackle there on Galindo.
Yeah, it was Galindo.
We talked about Estrada almost never running. When they do run the football, it's going to be to Galindo. I mean, he's pretty much the only running back that they've used at all this year. There's some guys, no one else has even 20 carries. The next closest guy hasn't played since week 2.
Okay. So 2nd down and 6 for the Artesia Bulldogs on the 13-yard line. Left hash. Estrada going to find eligible receiver open. It's going to be caught by Jesse.
No.
Wait a minute.
What's going on here? Well, somebody picked up the football and ran the other way, but they're going to say he was down first. All right.
Is that Jesse
LaRock? Yeah, he's been injured since, I think it was week 2.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Jesse LaRock is back in the lineup here for...
No.
Okay, he's not.
Crutches.
I beg your pardon. Stop from up here. So 3rd and 6 now for the Artesia Bulldogs. Okay, shotgun right. Driving back to pass, and it is going to be overthrown. And the pass was intended to Ethan Kahn.
Yeah, and Estrada's a little bewildered there. I don't know if he thought somebody was going to run a different route or if he's upset, wanted a call of some kind. So decision time now. You can kick a pretty easy field goal from here. Ball on the 13-yard line. That would be about a 30-yard field goal.
Well, I think if Jeremy Maupin...
Yeah, he's not much for field goals.
Yes, exactly correct. And, of course, you have the strong arm quarterback with Estrada, this high-powered offense. You're going to go into empty set. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. And here comes Estrada as he bounces back to pass. Looks right, and there's going to be a flag.
Oh, offsides on Roswell High. Wow. So tough to tell from our angle because they're all the way down in the south end of the field, so we can't really see down the line of scrimmage. Coach Lynn trying to get
explanation.
Yeah. But that's going to bring up just 4th and 1 now, so I think they'll run Galindo here.
Well, it's very possible, and that's exactly what they do is get Galindo. And they fumble. Looks like there might be a fumble to play.
Well, I don't think he got it anyway. So it'll be interesting to see if they spot the ball where the white hat is. Oh, no. That's going to be first down.
Well, some of the Coyotes are over there saying that it's a Coyote ball, but they're going to say it's an official timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to measure.
For a measurement. So, nonetheless, it will be Artesia's ball. That's going to be real close.
Well, it's definitely close enough to measure. I think with that spot that he got it. I never saw the ball come out. They did kind of act like it. But this is big right here for early in this football game. But
no, you had Aiden Rutley.
Looks like he's got it.
Having the chop over there, saying on the north side it was a Coyote ball, but it looks like that's going to be a first down from my angle. No, it's going to be short.
Oh, it is short by an inch.
And the Coyotes will win that defensively. And that's a big stop for the Roswell Coyotes.
Absolutely, and hats off to that interior defensive line. The linebackers coming in pretty much knew Galindo was going to get the ball, and maybe it was a fumble and fumble recovery. We don't know what happened in the pile down there. They were acting like the ball got out. But either way, it's going to be a turnover on downs, and it's going to be the first turnover of the game. Let's see if the Coyotes can get a little breathing room here.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes on the 8-yard line, working from the right hash for your listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Here comes pistol formation for Manny Fuentes, and there's going to be the handoff. And what a job that young man has done all year long. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this young man would be a candidate for
Saturday afternoon football.
Well, a candidate for, besides that, Gatorade Player of the Year.
Well, he's certainly been impressive all year long, and he's such a load. He's 220 pounds. I mean,
and a great kid. I'm going to tell you this again.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Over and over, just a great kid, fantastic student, and an excellent football player. And there's going to be another handoff to Sanchez, and he's going to be close.
It's like just 9 that time.
So it's going to be +9 for Sanchez. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Roswell Coyotes as they continue working from the right hash. 6-0 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, Sanchez on the game. 5 rushes for 48 yards. I mean, that's almost 10 a clip. He's been pretty much unstoppable. And I might try it a few more times before I take to the air here.
And 3-man front for the Artesia Bulldogs. Another handoff. And Sanchez got hit hard, but stays on his feet.
Yeah, holding his head.
Well, I think it got his ear strapped there for a second, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe. It's going to be a loss of 1, though.
Well, was that number 55? Was that Dylan Fisher, the 5'9" senior?
Yeah, and he's
a big fella, 230 pound.
He's their leader on defense. He's a disruptive force.
Okay, 3rd and 1 now as Fuentes is under center. We'll have motion in direction from the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, maybe try to get him to jump. Could go snake eyes here.
Well, and why would you not give it back to him? Because that's going to be a first down for the Coyotes.
Gain of 2 and a first down for Bryce Sanchez.
Just a quick for Bryce Sanchez. So the Coyotes will.
That wasn't Bryce.
It was not Bryce.
It was Peyton Kennard.
Peyton Kennard, okay. Well, that's another young man that's done a good job this year.
So Peyton Kennard, the fullback, gets it done.
And Kennard's not a small guy either. He's now 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah, those are 2 big running backs. They do have speedy guys they can go to as well with Godoy and Cloud, but they got the bruisers as well.
1st and 10 from the 30, middle part of the field. Pistol formation for Fuentes and the Coyotes. Fuentes, quick pass, and kind of looking for Segala down here by about the 45-yard line. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, confusion because I honestly think that ball is probably supposed to go to Estrada, but you had 2 guys on a direct line of the football there. You had one deep and you had one in the slot, and honestly, both were open.
Open.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure who he is throwing it to.
Okay, so the incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line, right hash for the listeners on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Here comes Manny Fuentes once again. He's going to hand it off to Bryce Sanchez for positive yards once again.
I think we can give him 6 on that.
So it's going to be 3rd down, about 3, maybe 4 yards. Fuentes trots back onto the field.
Yeah, and Coach Lynn said what he'd really like to do in this game is just to keep their defense on the field.
As much as possible.
Yeah, he doesn't even want, quick drives like that first one. It's way too quick.
Yeah.
You always take a touchdown. But he wants to keep the Artesia offense on the sideline.
Well, here comes Manny Fuentes under pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it. And it's caught.
Wow.
What a job by Fuentes, and an even better catch by number 18, L.J. Macias, for another Coyote first down. Wow.
What a job by Fuentes.
Just escapes traffic, and I tell you what, a little dangerous.
Yes.
But it worked out in the Coyotes' favor. 1st and 10 from the 42 now, left hash. 6-0 is the score in favor of the Coyotes.
Great job by LJ, just staying alive, working hard for his quarterback there and finding a little seam to be open there.
Showing the athleticism of Manny Fuentes, man, I'm telling you, did a good job. So it's going to be shotgun. No, it's going to be pistol formation. There's the handoff to Bryce Sanchez. And that's going to be a penalty on number 55, Dylan Fisher.
Is it? Or is it going to be the second guy?
Well, or maybe that was 54. I beg your pardon.
No, I think it's going to be on Roswell.
Well, could it be?
Because they should have called a penalty on Artesia, and when they didn't, I think the lineman got in there and got in the defender's face. We'll see.
Well,
no, it is on Artesia.
Yeah, that's on number 54, Diego Wesson.
Boy, he just had him around the head, even after his knees were down. It was just wrenching him around. So that's pretty big. That's a big chunk of the field, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, so there's 2 minutes and about 4 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Coyotes do lead 6-0, and they scored on their first possession a 38-yard touchdown pass from Manny Fuentes to A.B. Toscano. But right now the Coyotes are driving 1st and 10 from the 42, and Fuentes dropping back the pass. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be caught by number 10, Jacob Palomino. By Fuentes, and a great catch by Palomino.
47 yards on that one. And Jacob did a good job just in the tussling there, creating just a tiny bit of space to go up and get the ball.
With 9 fingers.
Yep.
Has a broken finger.
With 9 fingers is exactly right.
That's exactly right. All right, first and 6 from the 6. A minute 24 left in the first quarter. Here comes Manny Fuentes with a quick toss to Bryce Sanchez. And might get 1 yard. but I think that's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think I can give him 2.
Okay.
We'll round it up a little bit. Got about 1.5 yards, but they're fine with that. You know, they'll run the ball 4 times here if they have to. I mean, they're fine with that strategy to score from the 6,
right,
or the 7.
Okay, so we're under 60 seconds now. 2nd and about 5 from the 5. Coyotes will go under center as Fuentes looking at his defense. And he's going to hand it off, but there's going to be a fumble, and the Artesia Bulldogs recover.
Yeah, Giovanni Apodaca.
And that's going to be number 28, Jesse Armendariz. Will recover the ball for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Boy, that's huge. And Giovanni is just sick, but his teammates will go and pick him up. It happens.
Well, it's going to happen. Stick to your assignment. Eliminate the errors. And that's not just with the Roswell Coyotes. That's with both squads, nonetheless.
Right.
And when I'm saying errors, I'm talking about turnovers.
So we'll see if they pass a run here. Standing on his own goal line is Estrada.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 5 is Estrada. It's going to be shotgun left now for Artesia, and he's dropping back to pass. He's going to go deep up the middle. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. And I'm telling you what, great defense by Zy Carrasco, but just misses.
Yeah, a lot of trust there because, he threw that ball where we wanted his receiver to go. And I thought the receiver kind of broke that direction a little bit late. And just really couldn't get to it, but Zy Carrasco with him the whole way.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation for the Artesia Bulldogs. 36 seconds left in quarter 1. There's going to be the draw play for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Yeah, delayed handoff there and a big hit from Zy Carrasco, but not before they get out to the 17-yard line and a 1st down.
Is that Frankie Galindo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Coach.
Most of the time, it's going to be handed off to Frankie Galindo.
99% of the time, if they run the football, it's going to be Frankie Galindo.
I had actually said earlier it was Jesse Armendariz, but it is Frankie Galindo. Okay, so it's going to be about 14 seconds left. Let's see if the Artesia Bulldogs will just let it run out as the Coyotes do lead 6-0 here.
And they will.
And they will. Well, we're going to take a break. You are listening and watching to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Welcome back to Roswell Coyote football here in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American City. Coyotes do lead 6-0, but it is the Artesia Bulldogs ball. Coach, thoughts here in the first quarter?
Well, a real good start for the Coyotes. I mean, they had an opportunity to go up 2 touchdowns right there, and unfortunately they get the turnover there inside the 5. But I really feel like I like the way that they're playing on both sides of the ball right now, and even in special teams. Obviously, they got that kind of freak play to start the game, but no, they've been great. They got 2 turnovers already on these guys. So,
well, Giovanni Apodaca, great kid as well. Had a turnover, fumbled the ball. What do you tell him? Keep your head up.
Oh, absolutely. The players, for the most part, need to go to him, and I'm sure they did, and just pick him up because it happens. And you know what? As frustrated as he was smart. He got off the field before he threw his helmet down. Otherwise, that could have been a penalty.
And that's going to be Frankie Galindo once again on the run. 6-0 is the score, and positive yardage for the Bulldogs. It will be 1st and 10 once again for Artesia.
Yeah, another big pop by Zy Carrasco. He's in hunting mode right now.
Hey, can you tell me where Fort Wayne's, Indiana is? You know where that is?
I cannot tell you.
Well, I'm going to throw a quick shout out to
Frank Burns.
No, you'll never guess. Cody Dotson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's watching and listening. And there's going to be a pass up the middle and incomplete.
I tell you what, coverage has just been great with this secondary so far. That's Keegan Nichols, the linebacker, running with one of those speedy running with the very speedy Isaac Cazares, and just step for step.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
There has not been a blown coverage at all. Now, I hope I don't jinx us, but I'm just really impressed with this secondary.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, real quick shout out to Cody Dotson, good friend of ours. Did a lot of broadcasting for the Goddard Rockets, and hope everything's going well. Wish your family the best. All right, it's going to be second down and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs. It's going to be a quick pass and a beautiful tackle.
Connor Nichols that time.
Connor Nichols.
Guys playing off, but sometimes when you're playing off on a play like that just gives you time to run up there quick and just time it perfectly to where if he doesn't make the catch, which he did for about 4 yards, you can stop him right there and bring up the third down.
Yeah, third down and 6 from the 33, working right hash for the Artesia Bulldogs. 11 minutes left here in quarter number 2. And there's going to be a pass from Estrada to...
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell the number on the black numbers there. It looks like number 85, if I'm not mistaken.
And that will be Jerm Moriel with the tackle, but it will be a first down for Artesia.
Yeah, that's Ethan Kahn with the catch.
Artesia's been pretty effective with their short passing game tonight, not so much with their deep passing game. And I'm sure that's by design by Coach Bolaños.
Well, I'm going to tell you something with the Artesia Bulldogs. I've really been pretty impressed with number 26, Frankie Galindo. I know that the Artesia Bulldogs offensively want to pass quite often, but Frankie Galindo has done a good job running the football tonight for the Artesia Bulldogs. There's Estrada dropping back to pass. Has some time to throw. He's under pressure.
And he's doing what I said he never does.
And that's what we said earlier. You got to be careful with him. He's a strong-arm quarterback. He reads the field perfectly. But if you give him enough time and he has an open field, don't count him out. He will run for positive yardage.
Well, and that, like I said, that's just his 12th rushing attempt on the year. I mean, and that's so low for a high-powered offense and a quarterback. But, yeah, he can do it. He just doesn't do it very often.
All right, so 3 in front now for the Roswell Coyotes, and then it's going to be handed off once again. So Galindo with another first down for the Artesia Bulldogs. 6-0 if you're just now tuning in to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. You still got some time to come on out. Looks like a sold-out crowd here, but looks like they're still taking tickets. Come on out here. Beautiful night here in Roswell, New Mexico.
Maybe a few seats on that east side left.
Maybe just a few.
All right, Eli Lynn with the tackle there, but another first down for Artesia as they enter Coyote territory here at the 49. 9:33 remains, 6-0 Roswell.
All right, here we go. Working, we'll call it right hash, but there's going to be a flag, and it looks like it's going to be a false start on Artesia.
Yeah, some sort of procedure penalty. Estrada slams the ball down. And that will move him back into the Artesia side of the field and bring up 1st and 15. I'll tell you what Artesia's done a great job of in this game so far, and that's protecting Nia Estrada. I mean, he really,
without a doubt,
he has not been in any danger of being sacked so far in the game.
Without a doubt. Okay, it's going to be 1st and 15. Estrada with the screen and just misses. And I see number 14 for Roswell. Is that Connor Nichols again?
That was Connor Nichols after the 5-yard game.
Gosh.
Connor Nichols just blew up the receiver there, and it was, I think it was Zai Carrasco nearly got him in the backfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, Estrada did a really good job, but quite dangerous.
Oh, yeah. So he sold that screen, and they screen a bunch. They run lots of screens. They run bubble screens. They run screens just like they did there. They'll run trick plays. I mean.
Yeah. And I think I said draw, but I meant to say screen, Coach, and that's exactly right. Here's Estrada once again going to the flat area, and it will be caught. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down situation for the Artesia Bulldogs.
It'll be 3rd and about 5. Again, it's not 3rd and 5. 4th and 5 would not be a punting situation for Artesia typically.
All All right, real quick announcement, real quick. The Lara family is watching from Glendale, Arizona. So we got some Arizona fans. And they're all Coyote fans, of course, but they're watching from Arizona, watching from Indiana. Emma's here, so she's not watching from Maine tonight. But it's 3rd and 5 from the 39 for the Artesia Bulldogs, working right hash. And hits Estrada. They're going to go shotgun right, and they're going to be a flag.
They didn't cross. They did not cross the neutral zone. We've got the perfect angle here. They absolutely did not cross, and the officials are getting together. I mean, they may pick this up.
Well, let's see. They're gonna get to the wide hat.
They need to pick it up because we have the perfect angle.
There it is. So they decided to. That's a great call.
It is a great call, and
regardless,
no homer situation at all there because they flinched, but nobody got into the neutral zone at all.
Well, Estrada sold it out. I'm going to tell you right now, when the Coyotes did not cross, but Estrada did point.
Yeah, he tried to sell it to the official.
Well, he did just that.
Yeah, one official bought it, but the one who was staring right down the line with the same angle as us went in there and said, hey, I really don't think they did.
Yep.
And they got it right. So hats off to the officials. So
35 from the right hash. Estrada dropping back the pass as he is an empty. Has plenty of time and in trouble. And once again, you give him some room, he will run it himself, and he is just going to throw it away. But they're going to say he is
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So good effort by number 26, Frankie Galindo, but it looks like he's hurt.
And that'll be a big deal if Galindo can't go.
Well,
he looks to be okay.
He's okay. Nice job right there by Wes Gallegos. Goes up to him and says, hey, good job, good effort. Pats him in the rear there, says good job. So he's back in the lineup there.
Timeout, Artesia. As they'll discuss this 4th and 5 play.
Well, let's just stay here. You want to stay here for a second? Let's talk a little football. Okay, so for the people just now tuning in to 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and watching on KSVPTV.com, the Roswell Coyotes lead 6-0, and actually on their first drive on a 38-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Avi Toscano, and then the PAT failed. And look at this right here. Coach Lynn on the sidelines. The coaching staff is trying to get the Roswell Coyote fans up, and he's doing just that. It's 4th and 5. Let's see what this Roswell Coyote defense can do here as Estrada goes into a 4th and 5 situation. It is going to be right hash, and it looks like there's going to be another timeout.
Well, who called the first one? The scoreboard says that both teams have 3 timeouts. Well, now they've given Artesia one. I don't know who called the previous timeout. Is it injury? No, they wouldn't have gone to the sideline.
No, I thought it was the timeout by Artesia. Surely they didn't call 2 timeouts. Very possible.
Yeah, the scoreboard is still saying that Artesia has 2 left.
Okay, real quick while we have a chance, the Roswell Coyotes lead 6-0 here with 8:05 left in the first half. A quick shout out to my daughter that traveled from Trinidad, Colorado to practice here at Roswell High School. They'll be playing the University of the Southwest tomorrow morning in Hobbs, New Mexico. Shout out to Trinidad State College, to my daughter Victoria Sandoval, Maddie, Zoe. They're watching. Wish you the best of luck, ladies, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. 6-0 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 4th and 5. And here comes speed option. And
I got him. Eli Lynn and others, but I'll tell you what, that was beautifully played. What a defensive stop for the Coyotes. Their second turnover on downs of the game.
And this is what you're talking about right here. The Coyotes have not allowed a single point in 1 month, and they're playing the number 1 team in the state of New Mexico, and the Roswell Coyotes, number 2. I'm telling you, Coach, this is a game. Well, this is a game. This is not the game of the week. This is the game of the century.
Well, it's absolutely the game of the year in high school football in New Mexico this year so far. But as we keep saying, this is probably just act 1 of a 2-act play between these 2 teams this year.
Absolutely. So the Roswell Coyotes will take over on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42 left hash. The Coyotes are working north to south, left to right on your radio dial. And here comes Manny Fuentes as he rolls out to the right side. He will dump it off to the flats. It's going to be caught. Hayden Kennard with positive yardage, and it's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, I think he's going to have it. They're going to give him 11 on that reception. So Kennard with a nice route, nice execution. Manny hits him in stride, and it will be a first down for the Coyotes.
Quick shout out to Henry Villarreal. Says, let's go Coyotes.
Hey, Goddard guy. You gotta love the Goddard guy.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Henry and I coached baseball for many years together at Roswell High School back in the day. And
great guy.
Just a great guy.
Yep.
So thanks, Coach Villarreal. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes, working right at hash. Bryce Sanchez with the ball. And he's going to gain about 8 yards, Coach.
Yeah, depending on the spot, I think I'm going to give him 7. But another great first down run by Bryce Sanchez, who's been pretty dominant here in the first half.
Well, what a game this has been here. Coach, look at this. We still have fans coming in here. It's a sold-out crowd here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American city. It is 2nd and 4 for the Roswell Coyotes. They're going to say that he only gained 4 yards. Well,
No. 6 yards.
They're going to give him 6 yards. That's what I think. Okay, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 42. Pistol formation for Fuentes. Right hash. Speed option, 119. It's going to be a good relationship, and here comes Bryce Sanchez. First down and more, and finally brought down out of bounds about the 18-yard line. And the Roswell Coyotes and their high-powered offense is moving the ball now in Bulldog territory.
25 yards on that one, and as you said, that's a great pitch because those two guys, they are on sync. They don't even have to think about it. They've run that play so many times over the years, and in practice, in the games, it's impressive to see.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Coyotes working from the left hash for the listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. It's going to be shotgun left here. Check. It's going to be pistol formation once again for the Coyotes, and there's going to be a goal. What a job! There's going to be a pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes! Malachi Mitchell for the touchdown. And what a great job defensively by number 72, number 71, Noah Lynn, on the block as Manny Fuentes was rolling out to the right side.
Yeah, I don't think it was Noah Lynn. I think it was 70.
Was it 72?
I think it was 77, actually.
It might have been, but I'm telling you right, that was a great job. It might have been number 77, but here comes Peyton Kennard with the PAT. Good hold. It's up. Good. And the Roswell Coyotes now lead 13-0 here in the first half. We're going to take a break. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. So we have a correction. I thought the indication for the PAT was up and good, but they're saying that it was a failed extra point, so it is 12-0 in favor of the Coyotes.
I'll tell you what, that could come back to haunt them here.
Well, gosh. All right. So a 17-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell. Yeah, I think they're going to talk a little strategy there on the kicking game and see what's going on.
It's very unusual. He has missed one, I think, before today.
All right.
Squibber.
Nice squib kick, and it's going to be returnable. And just a swarm of Coyotes. Whistle, where's the whistle?
Oh, he wasn't down. I think I'm going to have to give Quintero credit finally getting him down, but also number 54.
Gabriel Castro.
That's Gabriel Castro. Okay, so going to give him credit. That's who they were congratulating.
It looks like there was a little bit of extracurricular activity there, but nonetheless, there's no flag in the play. Coyotes do lead 12-0 on two missed PATs. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from the 35 right hash. Estrada, the quarterback, is going to hand it off. Once again, that's going to be to Frankie Galindo for positive yardage. And again, that young man has done a magnificent job here for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, Rudley got him by the ankle there. Otherwise, he probably goes another 5 or 10 yards following those big blockers. That offensive line is not enough is said about the offensive line of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, there's another handoff to Galindo.
Nothing doing that time. And we'll see who's in there in just a dog pile. And I think
Noah Lynn at the bottom of that pile.
they're going to say Noah Lynn. So it brings up 2nd and 8 just across midfield. Coyote 49.
Trying to look exactly on the offensive side there. Okay, so the Bulldogs can go into empty set, 2nd and 8. Motion as the Bulldogs reset, shotgun left, and another handoff to Galindo. And he's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, he's going to have it. Yeah, and that's good scheme right there because, as you said, they were in the empty set, but then they bring Galindo back in. So you have him set up for pass, bring him in at the last second, and then get behind those big blockers.
Well, here's the thing with the Artesia Bulldogs. Yes, they are running the ball, and that's not a tradition for the Artesia Bulldogs.
No.
Don't count on that the rest of the game. I'm telling you that right now. They might utilize the running game for now, but expect pass at least in the second half. Dropping back to pass is Estrada. There's the pass up the middle. And that's going to be an incomplete pass in and out of the hands.
A straight-up drop.
And a straight-up drop.
Yeah, I mean, it just – and these receivers are so good for Artesia. But that was Khan, I believe, who just dropped a beautiful pass from Estrada. He actually did have a step on the defender,
right,
which is a rarity today for our secondary. But it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. That might have been a touchdown had he caught it. All right, 2nd 10, 40-yard line. One back with Estrada. They're going to hand it to him. It is Galindo, and he is going to get 5 or 6. And as you said, he's been effective, but they won't run the whole game. You're 100% right.
Yep.
They will not be this run heavy the whole game. It just will not happen.
Yeah, that's not what Artesia does.
Well, and especially because they're behind. They're down 2 scores. And, it's still 2 touchdowns.
Right.
They could only get a field goal, 2-point conversion would still be 11. So they're still down 2 touchdowns. So they won't continue to run.
Shotgun right. There's going to be a quick screen over to one of the Artesia Bulldogs, and great defense. Once again, I see Eli Lynn involved into the tackle.
Yeah, Eli was kind of there first and stayed with it. You got a big hit from one of the safeties.
And it's another 4th down situation as Coach Lynn's running down the sideline, trying to get the Coyotes hyped up. And here we go. It's going to be handed off once again. And this time, the Artesia Bulldogs win this battle on the 4th down situation.
Yeah, and that's the first 4th down they've converted out of 3. So,
yep, so let's see what happens here, Coach. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half. I will be going down to make a presentation here at halftime for a big award here. And I'll let you talk about that in a moment. And the Bulldogs, Estrada will go up the middle, and it looks like it's going to be caught by Ethan Kahn as the Artesia Bulldogs look like they're going in hurry-up offense.
They will go fast.
Estrada will hand it off to Galindo. And Galindo fights his way. But there's going to be a fumble. Let's see if the whistle has blown.
Now, Coyotes are going after the ball big time on these runs by Galindo, so he's got to be careful. This is where they turned the ball over last time, was inside the 10. So.
All right, here it is. It's going to be a flag on the play.
Yeah, and it's going to back him up 5. Procedure penalty of some kind as Rutley re-enters the game, and they're going to bring Silva out.
Right. So, Coach, right about after this drive here, I'm probably going to go down. You'll take over as I make the presentation at halftime And I've sent you the text message, and you can read about it here in just a moment to our listeners. For both, it's a big, big deal for one of our assistant coaches.
Yeah, we may go public address, see how that sounds. Otherwise, I'll read the information. I'll talk about it either way.
It sounds good. 2nd and 8 for the Artesia Bulldogs. 12-0 is a score, but Artesia is threatening. 2nd and 8 from the 8, middle part of the field. And here comes Estrada as he's looking left. In trouble, but escapes it.
Just for the moment.
And he is going to throw it away.
Oh, nearly intercepted in the end zone.
And Eli Lynn, what a job by putting the pressure and taking out Estrada in the sidelines.
And actually, it was Noah Lynn who flushed him, but is there a penalty? Noah Lynn talking to the official. I don't see a flag, so I guess they're just talking. But, yeah, initially it was Noah Lynn who got through and flushed him out to his right, and then Eli Lynn gave chase and made him throw it away.
Right. Okay, so it's going to bring a 3rd down and 8 situation for the Artesia Bulldogs. Inside the 10-yard line is Estrada. It's going to be shotgun right. Estrada reading the defense of the Roswell Coyotes. Looking left and throws left. And it's going to be incomplete off the chest of number 17, Isaac Carrasas, the 6-foot junior. Coach, I'm going to go ahead and make this, this is the last play for me before I go down.
And what are they going to do here? It is 4th and goal at the 8. And it does not appear to be a kicking situation, so they're at least going to line up for it. This is going to be a pass of some kind.
One play, 4th and 8 here, 2:26 left in the first half. Estrada, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, dropping back the pass, in trouble, escapes trouble. About the 10-yard line, he might take it himself. And another goal line stands for the Roswell Coyotes. Coach, I'm going to go down, take it over, sir. I'll see you here in just a bit.
Wow, what a defensive effort and play there by this defense. Estrada couldn't find anybody open, and he went. Oh, we have an injured Coyote on the field, and we'll see who it is. It looks like it's Zy Carrasco. So we're going to have an injury timeout. Zy Carrasco's in a lot of pain on the sideline. So we will take a quick break here as the Coyotes stuff the Bulldogs on 4th and goal and keep a 0 on the scoreboard over there. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com. 106.5 Roswell's Talk.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
All right, we are back, and it will be, or it appears to be Zy Carrasco, who is down at the 20-yard line, seemingly in quite a bit of pain. Teammates tried to pick him up and carry him off, and then training staff got out there quickly and said, no, let's get a beat on this situation. But what a stand by the Roswell Coyotes as Artesia fails to score. They had 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. They did have a procedure penalty, moved them back 5, and then 2 incompletions. And then Estrada looking to throw for the touchdown. On 4th down, rolled out, and then tried to get there with his legs. He could not get in. And they're helping Zy Carrasco off the field. And that's a big loss for the Coyotes if he can't go. I think it's Zy. No, it's not. I take it back. It looks like it's Jacob Cedillo. So Jacob Cedillo is the injured Coyote. Zy Carrasco, the number 16 and number 15. So I apologize if I got people nervous. Usually don't try to identify injured players until we're sure. All right, 1st down and 10 at their own 3-yard line as this defense holds again under center, and they'll hand the ball off and go up the middle. And I think it'll be Sanchez with the carry, but we'll see. Ball's out to the 6, so 3-yard gain for Bryce Sanchez, who's had a heck of a first half. 12 carries for 93 yards. And Coyotes not in any hurry here. Less than 2 minutes here before halftime. The 12-0 lead. They just don't want to give the ball up. And here's the pitch to the outside. And with first down yardage is going to be Giovanni Apodaca. And I'll tell you what, I love that call. And I love putting the ball in Giovanni's hands. Giovanni was the one who fumbled when the Coyotes were about to score before. And hats off to Coach Lynn for giving him the ball again, letting him redeem himself. Just shows you the relationship, coach to players, and the trust he has in these guys. So we'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, still not in a hurry and still under center. Coyotes look to be just trying to run this one out. They're going to hand the ball quickly to Estrada. He's got the corner, though. Makes the cut, and he's going to get out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And that's going to be a 13-yard carry. And that's going to be another first down. So playing it kind of conservatively, but it's working out. As Estrada picks up a nice gain on the jet sweep. Coyotes will go to the shotgun now with a little more room. See if they think about maybe taking a shot. Minute 4 left, and here's Bryce Sanchez up the middle and up over 100 yards with another 12-yard carry is Bryce Sanchez. He's up to 105 yards on 13 carries, and now timeout Roswell High, as Coach Lynn says, hey, we might get another score out of this. We'll stay right here. Do a little game recap here. Game started in crazy fashion. The Coyotes lost the toss, won the toss, deferred the second half, so they were kicking off. They attempted the squib kick, but the ball hits an Artesia player and bounces backwards. Coyotes able to get on it for what essentially turned out to be an unintentional onside kick. And just 4 plays later, the Coyotes are in the end zone. Extra point attempt was no good. And then 3 turnovers later, 2 by Artesia and 1 by Roswell. The Coyotes had marched down the field and were ready to score again before fumbling inside their own 5, or Artesia's 5, I should say. And 2 goal line stands for this defense, who gives up no points to Artesia going into the half, barring some sort of turnover here. Now they're going to spread it out. They're in the spread formation. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, and Fuentes all alone with the deep shotgun this time. Now he's going to move back to more pistol range and now move back again. Fuentes is going to drop, look to the right. He's got a completion, and he'll try to get out of bounds. He will. And with a 6-yard completion to Estrada, his first catch of the game. Stops the clock. He went out of bounds with 49 seconds left before halftime. And 2nd and 4. Ball's at the 44 of the Coyotes. But Coach Lynn taking advantage of this opportunity after the goal line stand. He's already pushed it out nearly to midfield, and now he's thinking maybe take some shots here. Fuentes going to go across the middle. Nice pass, and the pass is caught across the middle. I believe that's Apodaca again. It is. So they go from the 46 to the 37. That's a 17-yard completion to Estrada, and that is going to be a first down. Estrada with his, Apodaca with his first catch, 17 yards. And now the Coyotes kind of in business here at the 37-yard line, 43 seconds left. Plenty of time to at least get a little closer and let Peyton Kenner try a field goal, but he's missed 2 extra points already today, so that might factor into the equation as well. But this first half, except for a big turnover where they were about to score, has been all Roswell Coyotes. Artesia has been able to move the ball, but this defense for Roswell has been bend and not break. And they're looking to add to this lead here, even if it is just a field goal attempt. They'll stay in the spread. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like Artesia's going to bring 4. They'll just bring 3. And now Fuentes might take off. Still looking. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he makes the completion. Throws back across the field. Never do that. And you see why, but somehow the ball gets in the hands of the receiver. And I believe it's Estrada again. And they will clock it to stop the clock here as they're want to save their one timeout. But now they're in business at the 18-yard line. Fuentes just kind of lofting the ball, throwing across. Boy, what a dangerous throw. That's why I yelled out, oh, no. But, hey, it worked out. They go from the 37 to the 18, so a 19-yard completion for Estrada. And now they can take a shot or two at the end zone if they want to. They stay in the spread. 12-0 Coyotes, 28 seconds left in the first half. Estrada rolls out. Now he's got his man. It's L.J. Macias, and Macias will pick up positive yardage, but they may have to call timeout, and they're going to let it run down and kick a field goal. So Coach Lynn saving his last. It's a 5-yard completion to Macias. And they will let it run down to 3 seconds, and they will give Peyton Kennard a chance to make up for those 2 missed extra points and try to take a 15-0 lead into the half. So Roswell uses their last timeout. We're going to stay right here. And what a first half of football it has been for Roswell High School, as they lead the Artesia Bulldogs in the first game of district play, 12-0. 3.2 seconds remain here before halftime. And I assume, since he let the clock run down, that they will let Kennard try the field goal, and he trots out there, and here comes L.J. Macias, the holder. Connor Nichols is the deep snapper. Comes Aiden Rutley in to block. All right, we're going to kick. It's going to be a 29-yard attempt. It's up, and it's good, but I think Artesia called a timeout before he kicked it. So they tried the old ice the kicker. Kennard was true with the kick, but it will not count with the timeout by Artesia. So Coach Maupin doing absolutely everything he can to try to keep these 3 points off the board. But as I said, what a first half by the Roswell Coyotes. We'll go to all the stats, of course, later on in halftime, but just while we wait for this timeout, Bryce Sanchez, 13 carries for 105 yards in the first half. Manny Fuentes, 8 for 9, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. And completions to 7 different receivers. It's been pretty much all you could hope for if you're a Coyote fan, and if you're Coach Lynn and the coaching staff. The defense has made several statements already in this game, and the offense really should have 3 touchdowns on the board right now, but again, they fumbled right as they were headed in the end zone, and now Peyton Kennard will attempt his second, and it's only a 28-yard kick, and that one is also up and good. So 28-yard field goal for Peyton Kennard, his 3rd of the year. Perfect 3 for 3 on field goals. And the Roswell Coyotes head into the locker room up 15-0 on the Artesia Bulldogs. All right, we're going to take a break. It's going to be about 3.5 minutes, and we'll come back with stats and a special presentation at halftime. Thanks for tuning in to Roswell Coyote football KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Hey neighbors, there's a new source for all your appliance needs in the area. We're Roswell Appliance Outlet. We sell new minor scratch and dent appliances, and we'll help you save 40 to 60% off of MSRP. All come with warranty and personalized service. We also offer parts and service for your existing household appliances. We offer financing and delivery options as well. Don't make that big box store mistake. Come see us at Roswell Appliance Outlet today at 600 South Main in Roswell, or call 575-363-9236.
Roswell Appliance Outlet, a proud supporter of Roswell sports. Even
2840.
Introducing the new and
Day for high
improved.
school students is Saturday, October 28th on campus in Portales. High school students and their parents can get information about admission and scholarships, find out about potential majors, get a specialized campus tour, and have a chance to win great prizes, including a $500 scholarship. Come visit campus and learn about our safe, family-friendly college environment. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Honey, read this. Seems Councilman Barry Foster didn't pay his water bill for over 2 years, owing almost $2,000.
How? They would have cut his water off.
State mandates the water service couldn't be cut during COVID.
This says the Fosters make around $150,000 a year, and they refuse to pay their water bill?
Since Barry Foster's been on city council, city debt has tripled. With rising crime, he voted against hiring 5 new police officers.
And the city delayed vital repairs to our drinking water system. Now, repair costs have skyrocketed.
It's time for a change.
Change by voting for Carlos Marujo.
He's a supervisor at Eastern New Mexico U. Carlos knows how inflation impacts Roswell's working families.
Carlos Marujo will demand Roswell live within its means. He respects taxpayers.
We can't afford 16 years of Councilman Barry Foster.
Our Values PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising. Paid for by Our Values PAC. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansy sounds delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl, where we just had a special presentation made. I'll fill you in on that momentarily. Just want to catch up on the score at halftime. It's Roswell Coyotes 15 and Artesia Bulldogs 0. And so the presentation at halftime was an award given to Coach Art Bolaños. It's an award it's called the Royals Award, and it's presented to the Assistant Coach of the Year, basically, in New Mexico. And this was presented to Art Bolaños, receiving the 2023 High School Royals Award presented by Field Turf for the state of New Mexico. And I'll just read a brief statement about it. We're honored to have the opportunity to support the Frank and Barbara Broyles Foundation and the Broyles Award. The role an assistant coach plays in football is of paramount importance for the athletes, the program, and the sport. It's a great privilege to help give back and honor the individuals that truly make a difference. They merit a grand celebration. And that is from Eric Dallaire, the president of Target North America and Target Sports. Coach Jeff Lynn has had Art Bolaños here the whole time, basically, that he's been at Roswell High School. And how much have we talked about this defense on the season and holding the vaunted, the celebrated Artesia Bulldog offense to no points in the first half. The presentation, of course, Art Bolaños is in the locker room, but his wife Emily, daughter Aubrey, son Josiah, daughter Mila, son Jaden, and of course his brother Ruben Bolaños, all accepting the award on his behalf. So great honor for a great man and a great assistant coach, and I promise you a future head coach in the very near future, Art Bolaños. All right, so we're going to go right to the statistics in the first half now. We're going to start with special teams. Peyton Kennard 0 for 2 on extra point attempts, but the one 28-yard field goal made makes up a little bit for that. Had no punt returns, no punts, and no kickoff returns. That's a little bit strange for a half of football. Defensively, Coyotes, a lot of different people doing a lot of different things. You had the fumble recovery from Damian Quezada. You had 3 tackles each from Eli Lynn and Zy Carrasco, 2 tackles each from Jerm Morial and Connor Nichols, and 1 tackle each from Gabe Castro, Noah Lynn, Mason Greathouse, Aiden Rutley, and Keegan Nichols. Offensively, for the Coyotes, running the football, Josh Estrada 1 carry for 13 yards, Giovanni Apodaca 2 carries for 7 yards. Unfortunately, that included the fumble near the goal line. Peyton Kennard had a carry for 2 yards and got a critical first down. I believe that was a 4th down play. And Bryce Sanchez carried 13 times for 105 yards in the first half. He was unstoppable in the first quarter and at times in the second quarter as well. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carries of 10 yards or more already in this football game. Manny Fuentes was 8 of 9, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns for the first half, nearly perfect. Receiving, Malachi Mitchell, 1 catch, 17 yards. That was for a touchdown. LJ Macias, 2 catches for 17. Josh Estrada, 1 catch for 6. Peyton Kennard, 1 for 11. Giovanni Apodaca, a big catch for 17 yards. Jacob Palomino, the biggest catch, longest catch, I should say, a 47-yard completion on that first drive. And A.B. Toscano, the 38-yard touchdown catch. My partner's back.
Yeah.
And nice presentation there at halftime.
Yeah, it really was kind of a big deal for Coach Bolaños and his family, and of course, the Roswell High School and the state of New Mexico. It's a big award, and congratulations to him and his family. So, hey, 15-0. I tell you what, I really, really like the strategy of Jeff Lynn here, especially with limited time on the clock, with Manny Fuentes reading the field correctly, rolling out to the right, dumping left, kind of just did his job. And I tell you what, 15-0. Halftime score. This is a surprise to some and some to not. What do you think?
Well, partner, I'll tell you what, you weren't here when I said it, but when Manny threw that ball back across the field and lobbed it over, I said, oh, no, on the air.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Absolutely.
Because I thought for sure it was picked off.
Right.
But somehow he got it over the defender, and the catch was made and kept that drive alive and really led to that last score.
Well, I'll tell you, I was downstairs on the field right there, and I saw that when he kind of looked, I'm being facetious when I say this, but rolling out to the right, it kind of looked a little bit like Patrick Mahomes. And then, of course, Estrada caught that ball.
Yeah, not an easy catch.
That was not an easy catch. And I'll tell you what, just did exactly what the Coyotes are supposed to be doing. Went down the field, kicked the 28-yard field goal. Coyotes on top, 15-0. And, man, I tell you what, just a real good job offensively. And most importantly, even a better job defensively for the Roswell Coyotes.
I tell you what, I can't. And how appropriate that the defensive coordinator gets an award at halftime after that performance by the defense in the first half. My goodness.
Took the words out of my mouth, partner.
That was just an incredible 2 goal line stands, 3 turnovers, 0 points. I mean, and it's not like we're playing, some Joe Schmo school either. I won't give an example, but we're playing the Artesia Bulldogs. And for that defense to go out there and pitch a shutout in the first half.
It's a big deal.
It's a
big deal. But I will tell you this, and then we'll turn this over to, the performance of the Big Red Band right now. And then, of course, after this, it's going to be the Charlie's Angels dance team, and then the Artesia Bulldog band as well, too. So you still have some entertainment here. But I'm going to tell you right now, Coach, 15-0, yes. Offensively, the Roswell Coyotes did their job. Defensively, more importantly, the Roswell Coyotes did exactly what they're supposed to do. And it might have surprised some, not us. As you mentioned earlier, the Roswell Coyotes have held their opponents to no points in the last month, is my understanding.
Well, and honestly, it's the exact same thing for Artesia. Artesia defense hadn't been scored on in a month either until tonight.
And
the Coyotes scored 3 times.
Here's the thing.
Half.
Once again, I think Art Bolaños' defense is going to continue doing a good job in the second half. But now, I think in the second half is going to be a different story. With Coach Maupin's team, expect a lot more passing than running this second half. I know Coach Maupin used number 26, Frankie Galindo, the wide receiver, quite a bit. Well, I say the wide receiver. He played wide receiver. He's also a running back. They utilized him quite a bit in the first half. But they're going to go to the air in the second half, I promise you.
They will. I agree with you 100%. But what's kind of ironic about that is they've been more successful on the ground today than they have been through the air. I mean, they've run the ball better than they've passed.
True. Now,
but you're right. They are going to go to the pass.
You do have, you have seen a couple of drops.
Yes.
A couple of drops that could have been beneficial for the Artesia Bulldogs. So I guarantee you what Coach Maupin is doing right now is going in there. He's saying, guys, listen up, man. He goes, you guys don't need to, stay, keep your composure, play the game like you know how. That's what he's saying to his team right now, I promise you. And that's just the Artesia Bulldogs. But on the offensive side for the Roswell Coyotes, Jeff Lynn is telling his team, hey, you got to keep on going.
Yeah.
Keep on going, making the big plays, stick to your assignments and do what you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah, just execute. I mean, you don't have to make a whole lot of adjustments if you're Bolaños or if you're Jeff Lynn as far as the offense and defense. You need to keep them focused. You need to make sure that they are playing disciplined football. I mean, they've got to be in their assignments because this team is coming.
Right.
This Artesia team is coming for you in the second half, and it will be through the air. The secondary has played great. Took a little bit of a blow there. Jacob Cedillo is out with an injury. I doubt we'll see him back in the game, but he's more a D-line anyway. But that secondary is going to have to be up to the challenge against this really potent passing attack.
Yeah, I understand. So, well, Coach, let's do this. Let's take a break. I know that the Big Red Band just did a great job with their performance. And now it is going to be the dance team going to take about a 3 to 4 minute performance, is my understanding. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday, to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Your locally owned and operated Big O Tires has the best deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more. Now through October 29th, it's $70 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Pirelli, Goodyear, and Cooper tires. Plus, synthetic blend oil changes for just $24.95 and full synthetic oil changes for just $44.95. These savings won't last. Make an appointment online or head into Big O Tires today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
October is National Cooperative Month, and as a Central Valley Electric Cooperative member, you are much more than just a customer. You're a co-op owner. At CVE, we are here to power your life so you can do all the things you need to grow. We are better when we grow together. It's National Co-op Month, and CVE wants to thank our members for being the heart of the co-op. Thank you for being a co-op owner and a customer of Central Valley Electric Cooperative.
Bob
Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
The Fergalicious boys can keep you hot this winter.
Fergalicious.
Oh yeah, it's getting cold out there, and Fergus Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep things hot in your home. They can come by and winterize your pipes and check your insulation, and you know they'll do it with nothing but love. Oh yeah, baby. Call the Fergalicious boys at Fergus Plumbing and Heating at 622-2660. When you need it hot, Fergus is on the job.
Fergalicious.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico, as the Roswell Coyotes lead 15-0 in the first half. In the first half, you had a 38-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Abe Toscano. And in the second quarter, it's a 17-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell. And the PATs failed at that point. And then with just 3 seconds left before half, a 28-yard field goal by Peyton Kennard to make it 15-0. What again this has been so far. And once again, congratulations to Art Bolaños on receiving the Bros Award. And then a great performance by no other than the Charlie's Angels. And then the Big Red Band. And now it is the Artesia Bulldogs performing here at halftime. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds before teams come out and resume play. Coach, once again, what is your thoughts here in the first half? What does the Coyotes need to do to continue to win this ball game here in the second half?
Well, they've got to be ready for the adjustments that Coach Maupin is going to make. And you know, he's as good as there is in the business. I mean, there's a reason why this is the #1 team in the state.
Right.
But as long as that defense, and that defense is playing at such a high level, they're playing, with such confidence. As long as they can just be disciplined on defense. Just do your job. Don't try to do too much. Don't necessarily try to gamble. Just do your job. Do it to the best of your abilities. They're going to be fine because the defense is that good. And I promise you, Coach Lynn is going to have a game plan set up for long, sustained drives to try to keep the Artesia offense off the field.
Okay. Well, sounds good. The score is 15-0. If you're just now tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Guys, if you want to come on out, there's still plenty of room. It is almost a sold-out crowd.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Getting close, I promise you that. So come on out if you don't want to listen to the radio or TV. There's plenty of time. If not, continue listening and watching. We're going to take another break. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
No break?
No break? Okay, hey, that's not a problem. We'll continue.
Yes or no? All right, we'll take a quick break.
Okay.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
All right, welcome back to Roswell High School football. Coyotes do lead 15-0 here in the first half. It is halftime. The Artesia Bulldogs band currently performing facing the east side of the crowd.
Yeah, and I was just going to comment on that because, this is unusual.
Right.
A lot of schools don't go for this.
Right.
But, hats off to both administrations at both schools for allowing this. They've got a great band. They got a big crowd. Why not?
Yeah.
Let their band play too. So, it's a good relationship and good sportsmanship, and that's what you like to see here at the
No,
World
absolutely,
Bowl, right?
absolutely. So, Coach, about a minute and 43 before players come out. Of course, they'll be coming out. Oh, there they are. I see the Artesia Bulldogs coming out on the east side there. Coach, we're talking about the New Mexico Overtime Coaches Poll, Max Preps football. Let's just talk a little bit of statistics here. Let's talk a little bit about the games around the state of New Mexico. As we're here at the Wool Bowl, the Roswell Coyotes taking on the Artesia Bulldogs. Currently lead 15-0 as we begin the second half here in about 2 to 3 minutes. And then, of course, the Goddard Rockets played Mayfield on Thursday, defeating the Mayfield Trojans 27-13. They will be going to Artesia next week. And then the number 4 Deming Wildcats, currently 4-3, beat Mayfield the week before. Yes, they did. Beat Mayfield the week before, and they are at Santa Teresa. And then, of course, number 5 Piedra Vista, currently 2-5 overall, lost to Roswell last week in Farmington. We'll be playing Miramaya. And then number 6 ranked Gaston Panthers, 5-2, beat Valencia 50-0, and they are at Chaparral. And then, of course, the Mayfield Trojans, number 7 in the district, the same district as the Roswell Coyotes and the Artesia Bulldogs and the Goddard Rockets, lost to Goddard 27-13 last week. We'll be playing Roswell next weekend on 10-20. And then the number 8 ranked Hilltoppers out of Los Alamos, 6-1, beat Bernalillo 26-19. We'll be playing Manzano, or are playing Manzano, excuse me. And then number 9 Valley Vikings, 4-3 overall, beat Manzano 62-42. They're at Del Norte. And then the 10th ranked Miramaya Patriots, 3-4, beat Del Norte. And they are at Piedra Vista.
Got a couple scores, interesting scores around the state. Well, I think they're interesting anyway. You got
Absolutely.
Centennial up 28-7 over Carlsbad. That's at the half. The Livingston Wildcats on top of Bernalillo. It's a pretty big game in that district. They're up 13-6 at the half. We have Cobre up 13-7 over Socorro. No score from Cleveland as they're taking on Atrisco. Silver down 28-0 to Grants. That's a little bit of a surprise. Los Lunas all over Santa Fe, 50-6 at halftime. Hobbs up 35-7 on Alamogordo. And the Valley Vikings all over Del Norte. You mentioned they were playing. It's 47-0 in the first quarter of that game.
What a sight over on the south side as the Roswell Coyotes walk to the track, and you have the Roswell Police Department along with the Roswell High School security guards with their light bars on, and of course you have a ton of motorcycles showing the support of the Roswell Coyotes right now. And man, look at the Roswell Coyotes as they are jumping up and down as they hit the field. And here comes the Roswell Coyotes as they begin their stretching here in the second half. The Roswell Coyotes are pumped up, and more importantly, the fans here in Roswell are fired up as well.
Oh, man, you got the flags flying around. You got the student section jumping up and down, confetti in the air, balloons, you name it. And I'll tell you what, it is nearly standing room only on both sides of this. I'm going to post some of these pictures of the stands to a couple of Facebook sites later on, just to show how we do it down here in southeast New Mexico for high school football.
Well, absolutely, Coach. And, one thing that you and I talk about year in and year out, the Roswell Coyotes and the Artesia Bulldogs were undefeated in the first part of the season, talking about playing some competitive schools. The Roswell Coyotes playing some competitive schools as well. And then, of course, the district play begins tonight. One team will have to lose, but I'm going to tell you right now, the Roswell Coyotes look good in the first half, and the defense is the name of the game right now.
Well, let's just talk briefly about those schedules. I mean, Artesia 7-0. Of course, their biggest win was a 36-34 win over Cleveland, but they've won 15 games in a row. Their last loss was to Cleveland last year, not this year.
Right.
The Roswell Coyotes, 6 wins versus New Mexico top 25 teams. Of those 7 wins, 6 of them against top 25 teams, including 5 wins against 6A opponents. So, I mean, these are not cupcake schedules these teams are playing.
You're exactly right, Coach. I'm telling you what. And, the Roswell Coyotes in the same way. I think you have some statistics there as far as the Roswell Coyotes as well, right?
As far as?
No, I'm just talking in general as far as their overall schedule.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, just the quality wins.
Yeah,
I mean,
the quality wins.
And only giving up 44 points going into the game all season long.
About. Yeah. And,
still at 44 points allowed all season long. And remember, 18 of those 44 were week 1. I mean, they have not allowed a team to score twice on them since week 1 of this season. This defense is, I don't think it's a secret anymore, but maybe the best kept secret in the state until tonight.
All right, it's 15-0 as we begin the third quarter. And, of course, the Roswell Coyotes won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. And so that means the Roswell Coyotes will be returning the ball here, as now they'll be receiving the ball on the north side, but they'll be going from the north to the south, left to right on your radio dial. And there's the kick. And it is returnable, and I believe that's Zy Carrasco.
It is. He's going to put his head down and get out to the 25, maybe, about a 15-yard return.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes as Manny Fuentes continues to talk with Jeff Lynn as he gets around the offense here. Talk a little strategy, and the offensive line and the backs will trot onto the field.
Yeah, and there goes that offensive line. And, we don't talk about them enough. That's just life of an offensive lineman. But, man, have they done a good job all season long, but especially tonight under these bright lights. And I don't mean that literally. I mean the whole state is watching this game and or at least keeping an eye on it. And what a job they've done.
All right, there's going to be a speed option, 118 speed option. Here comes Sanchez once again around the 30, 35, 40, 45, and finally brought down about midfield, and another excellent run by Bryce Sanchez.
He started the game, second half, the way he started the game. Once the Coyotes had the football, he started the game off with an 11-yard run, followed by a 15-yard run. Starts the second half off with a 24-yard run. He's already up to 129 yards.
Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 49 right hash for the listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. You got 2 eligible receivers at the top of your screen, pistol formation, and good recovery by Fuentes. And another positive run for Sanchez.
Yeah, just 6 after the high snap by Lujan. But a good job by Manny to go up and get it, showing off those basketball skills. Had to go up for that rebound there.
Yeah, that's for sure. So 6 yards for Sanchez. It's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 45-yard line. 15-0. Coyotes do lead over the Artesia Bulldogs. Pistol formation. Fuentes dropping back to pass. He's going to go deep. And that one was almost intercepted.
Yeah, and that is just taking a shot. That is just throwing one up there and hoping your guy goes and gets it. That was dangerous. Artesia had a much better chance of catching that ball than we did. And but you know what? You're up. You want to put a dagger right here. I mean, scoring a touchdown on this drive is huge for the Roswell Coyotes here. If they can go up 3 scores, 3 touchdowns, that puts a ton of pressure on that Artesia offense.
Yeah, that was in and out of the hands of David Hammond, the cornerback, the 5'10 senior for the Bulldogs. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 45. There's going to be a toss, sweep to the right side. 1st down and more for Bryce Sanchez. And I'm telling you, Coach, he will be, I should say this, I think he should be a good candidate for New Mexico Gatorade Player of the Year.
Well, and Dylan King pulling all the way out there and making a big block down the field. And it will be another 1st down, another 13 yards for the B train. And I'll tell you what, it's one of those get off the tracks kind of nights, I think.
L.J. Macias and Josh Estrada, top of your screen. Here comes Fuentes. Going to hand it off to number 6 this time. That's going to be Isaac Aloya, and Loya will lose yardage.
Yeah, interesting there. Did Loya line up in the backfield?
He did. Lined up in the backfield, and he will have his first rush of the ballgame.
Well, I think that's Isaac's first career carry. And I'm shocked to see him out there on offense, but Coyotes are so deep. Isaac's a tremendous defensive player, but this defense has been playing so well that Isaac hasn't been able to get on the field. So they're just trying to use that athleticism. Didn't work that time. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
Three-man front defensively for the Artesia Bulldogs. 2nd and 14 for the Coyotes. 15-0 is the score. 9:22 remaining in the third quarter. Fuentes dropping back to pass. In trouble in the 40-yard line. He has a man open. And it is going to be caught.
A.B. Toscano.
Toscano, what a catch by Toscano, as he originally scored the first touchdown for the Roswell Coyotes from Manny Fuentes, and a great catch this go around here, but there's going to be a flag on the Roswell Coyotes.
Going to call a hold on the Coyotes, so that's going to bring up 3rd and a lot.
Yep. And I don't see a number there.
No, I wasn't sure about that either, as they're backing up the Coyote players on the sidelines. They're pretty amped up on the sidelines as well. So 2nd down and 25 from the 46. So they'll go spread for 2 plays unless they get the first down here or get close.
Okay, there's Fuentes again, dropping back to pass, rolling out to the right side. He's going to take it himself. He's going to be about the 40-yard line.
You can't hurdle, Manny. And that's going to be yet another penalty.
That is a penalty.
So let's see if they give him the yardage and then the penalty, or if they go from the previous spot.
Now, did he hurtle over? Did he hurtle over the defensive player of the Artesia Bulldogs? That's what they're saying. Jeff Lynn is contesting this. He's saying it was not a hurdle over the defensive cornerback.
So they are going to call but they're going to call it, the penalty is from the end of the run. So you're going to give Manny
positive yardage.
Yeah, about 7 yards. His first carry on the night. About 7 yards.
And then
a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
So going to bring up 2nd and... I'm sorry, my math is not that good, partner. They got to get to the 22, so that's 30. 2nd and 30.
I see Marco Soto, the defensive tackle there for the Artesia Bulldogs, doing a good job for them on the 3-man front. But let's see what Fuentes and the Coyotes do here on 1st and 29. He's going to go quick. On the 2nd level, it's going to be caught by number 11 once again. That's A.B. Toscano. And Toscano still on his feet.
Yeah, he didn't get credit for that earlier catch, but he'll get credit for this one. And he's going to give him 11 on that one. And as the public address says, 3rd down and a bunch.
Well, it's not that much if you think about it. When you have a high-powered offense like the Roswell Coyotes, it's just a matter of trying to execute the plays. You might try to go to the 1st, 2nd level here with your tight ends, and maybe, maybe some quick screens here.
Well, 19, I think we're going to see a shot closer to the end zone.
Let's see what happens here in pistol formation as Fuentes is going to take a shot into the flat area, and this time it's intercepted.
Oh, and he's still on his feet.
And that's going to be intercepted by number 21, David Hammond, as the east side of the War Bowl goes crazy. And there's going to be a flag on the play. And one of the things is this. The Roswell Coyotes are going to have to keep their composure.
Well, we'll see what the penalty is. Good return on the interception. Personal foul. Here we go. Personal foul. And it's on the Coyotes.
Well, I'm not sure exactly who it was, as you had a swarm of Coyotes there.
Well, and as you said, partner, you just got to keep your composure in that situation and not make a bad situation worse, which is exactly what they did on that one, whoever was guilty of the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Now you put the defense behind the 8 ball.
Absolutely. So it's 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs. Estrada dropping back to pass around midfield. He's going to take a shot to the end zone and almost intercepted.
Yeah, Nichols had a real decent chance to pick that one right back off, which would have been nice, but good defense anyway.
Well, I said it was into the end zone. It was actually inside the 10-yard line, and tell you what, that was underthrown there.
Well, a little bit. And you know, Niostrada, he's got 6 picks on the season against 13 touchdowns. You know, that's not just a real great ratio.
Right.
You know, he will throw some balls up that are questionable.
2nd and 10 from the 38, middle part of the field, quick pass, slant. And I do see number 25, it looks like Jeremiah Moriel. And there was another Kyle with the assist. Vernon Molinar. So 3rd and 4, this is big for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Coyotes didn't get off the field.
And there's going to be too many men on the field.
Yeah.
It's going to be a first down for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's a mistake. That's a mistake by the Coyotes. They can't sub there unless Artesia does as well, or if Artesia does it much quicker, because they can snap the ball before your guy gets off the field, and that's exactly what happened.
Has to be simultaneously.
They are discussing it. Now Artesia's gonna say they're gonna feel pretty bad if they pick up the flag, but they're not. So another substitution penalty.
Okay, so that's going to be an automatic first down for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. Score is 15-0 still, as the Coyotes do lead.
Yeah, Coach Lynn's hot about that. I think he's saying that they were subbing too. And if that's the case, the official will stand over the ball until everybody gets off.
Correct. Okay, here's Estrada now. He's going to be going from the right hash. Dropping back to pass. He is under pressure, and he's going to try to go through the end zone.
Can't say enough about these D-backs.
No.
Can't say enough about them.
That young man right there, Jeremiah Morial, just doing his job.
I mean, he's stride for stride with it. You know, Estrada really doesn't have anywhere to go with the football. I don't think Estrada's missing on these. I think he's having to put the ball too far ahead of his receivers because they're not open.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's a better quarterback than to be missing like that. So just my opinion, and that's just because those guys in the secondary are playing so well.
2nd down and 10 from the 27, middle part of the field for the listeners on the radio, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Coyotes do lead 15-0. Estrada, the quarterback, shotgun right. He's going to hand it off. No, it's going to be a quick pass. And there's going to be a missed tackle by number 7, Keegan Nichols, and finally brought down.
Going to be short of the first down.
Trying to see who that is. It looks like maybe it's somebody injured.
Yes.
That is number 14, it looks like. That looks Connor Nichols.
Connor Nichols.
So missed tackle by Keegan, but brought down by Connor.
Yeah, and Keegan's helping him off the field. Big brother.
Big brother saying, get over there, have Miss Lisa Sandoval take a look at you. She'll get it back in, if anything. Now, finally, hustled off was Nathan Herrera. There's going to be the pass into the end zone, and incomplete. And you know the Nichols family, Keegan Nichols and Connor Nichols, they're the nephews of Chris Vance, the guy we were talking about. He was a graduate in '93, and that individual could played a little football back in the day himself.
So Palomino was the one with the great coverage at the goal line there to break up that play, and yet another 4th down, 4th and 1. Let's see what they do here. I'm handing the ball to Galindo. It's me.
Well, Coyotes have to be disciplined here where they're not going to be jumping off sides. It's going to be a hard cadence by Estrada. And he's going to try to take it himself.
It's not Estrada.
He will have it's not Estrada.
No, that's Isaac Cazares, the wide receiver. So they direct snap. See, that's what I'm telling you about. I don't think they really like Estrada to be running. I think they'd rather have it. I was watching film and I saw.
Well, he's back in the ballgame.
Well, of course, but they knew they were running on that play, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't in. I saw a play on film where he threw a near interception where the other team rushed one.
Really?
One.
Okay.
And he still didn't run.
Well, they're going to go the power game, it looks like, with this guy here. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, that's
Cazares.
So this is interesting.
It looked like just a little quarterback lead is what that looked like.
So it might make you wonder, because now Estrada's back out there, and Cazares will stay out in his normal wide receiver position.
Okay, so it's going to bring up a second down and about 11. Estrada's in the ball game now. Yes, he is. He's going to be in the shotgun formation. He's going to move Galindo to the left side of him.
Need to make the 3-yard line for a first down.
And there's going to be an incomplete pass.
And once again, Jeremy Morial, it's his turn this time to have great coverage on those receivers. I mean, those receivers have not been open all night. Not all night. I mean, there's been some catches, and there's been some passing yards for Artesia, as there always will be. But they've earned every single one of those yards because this defense has been ready.
Third down and 11 from the 14-yard line. The Artesia Bulldogs working from the right hash. It is Estrada at quarterback. Galindo, the right side of him. Shotgun right. Coyotes with the 4-man front. Drop back to passes Estrada. Has some time. Rolling out to the right side. He is in trouble, and he is going to just run out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation for the Bulldogs once again.
And I don't think they're going to kick it, even though, you know, it's going to take 2 scores and at least 1 2-point conversion to tie this game.
Okay.
Or go ahead. So a field goal could be tempting here. But no, they're going. So another chance. They've got to keep them outside the 3-yard line.
All right, Estrada working in empty set. 3 eligible receivers to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Estrada, the quarterback. 4th down and 9 from the 12. Right hash is the Artesia Bulldogs. Dropping back the pass is Estrada from the 22. He's going to throw it. And the Artesia Bulldogs will not get the first down, and another goal line stand for the Roswell Coyotes.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The third one of the football game. This defense, I've run out of things to say about this defense.
Well, they got to continue doing what they're doing, you know, stick to the schemes. And I'm going to tell you what, the offensive squad for the Roswell Coyotes are going to have to capitalize because the defense doing their job.
5 minutes and 27 seconds remain here in the third quarter. It's still 15-0 Roswell. They've got the ball at their own 6-yard line. Looking for something conservative here.
The Roswell Police Department in their Texas edition having a good time as well, celebrating the success of the Roswell Coyotes thus far. And it was a 1st down and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes, and the ball was handed off. It will bring up a 2nd down for the Coyote offense.
Yeah, nothing on the play for Bryce Sanchez.
Coach, you know, you might think I'm crazy here, but on 2nd down, and they're going to say 2nd and 10, so no gain. You know what? I'm okay with taking a shot here. I know you disagree with me.
Yeah, I do.
And probably everybody else does.
I do. I'm fine with throwing the ball. I don't want a shot all the way down the field.
Well, I'm just telling you got to keep them on their feet.
Yeah, I'm okay with a short pass here.
Well, more than likely you're right. I'm just saying I'm okay if.
Oh, jet sweep.
And a jet sweep with Estrada.
I like that play call. I like that play call a lot. It's going to get half of it.
Yeah, I know you thought I'm crazy, and everybody else in America probably did too, but I'm just saying I'm okay with that if they were to do that.
It's actually going to be a 5-yard reception for Josh Estrada.
Yep. But now it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 11. 15-0 is the score in favor of the Coyotes. 4:20 remaining in the third quarter.
Now, here you got options. I mean, you pretty much got your whole playbook here. I mean, you're not afraid to punt this ball. You've got your lead.
So you got Trio down to the bottom of your screen. Let's see if Fuentes will do speed option here.
I think he's going to run to the right behind those receivers.
And there is going to be a quick pass to Peyton Kennard, and Kennard is going to be close to the first down.
He's got it. 7 yards, and what a play call by Jeff Lynn. And great execution from Manny and Peyton and everybody else out there.
You know, Coach, we've done this for a few years up here now, but I'm telling you, when I went downstairs to present the award to Coach Bolaños and his family, I'm telling you, the intensity down there is just crazy. I'm telling you, the motivation and the intensity of all the coaching staff and the players are just having a great time with each other.
As they should be.
1st and 10 from the 18. It's 15-0 in favor of the Coyotes. 3:54 remaining. It's handed off. And finally going to be brought down. Good tackle by number 22. That's going to be Josiah Rodriguez, the cornerback, classified as a senior, and there's going to be a flag. Let's see if they went helmet to helmet there.
Well, there's an Artesia player with a helmet off.
Right.
So I'm thinking this is probably going to be on Roswell. And this will not make Coach Lynn happy if this is an unsportsmanlike. This would move the ball back to the 9-yard line if it's unsportsmanlike on Roswell.
Was it okay? Sounds good.
No, I don't know if it is or not.
Oh, okay. I saw the call.
That's where the ball would be.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm just we've had some listeners from Arizona. We've had some listeners from Indiana. We now have a former Coyote in Grand Island, Nebraska, former quarterback, and the son of Jack Sisko, Colton Sisko, listening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Old Colton.
I hope he's doing well.
So it's a face mask penalty on the Coyotes. So that's a little easier to take, but same result. Sometimes you just kind of don't mean to grab it, and you do. But considering the Artesia player had this helmet taken off, that's still kind of a bad penalty in my books. But it's going to bring up first and
10.
19.
No, 1st and 19. I'm sorry. 1st and 19 from the 9. But you know what? The clock continues to run.
Too early to start looking at that.
Okay, there's Fuentes in trouble, and he throws it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That is a great job by Fuentes.
Well, are
they calling it intentional grounding?
Nope, I just saw the official say incomplete.
Yeah, it's an incomplete pass. Very dangerous.
Yeah, that's a little too dangerous. So he's getting wrapped up in the end zone, and he throws it, but he's under duress there, so the ball just comes out wildly and goes to the ground. The offensive lineman for the Coyotes did a great job of not allowing that ball to hit them in the air. Oh, and it's going to be intentional grounding in the end zone.
They're going to call it intentional grounding, so that's going to be a safety. No, I thought he just ruled it as a safety. That's not making.
So it'll be a loss of down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I'll tell you what, safety might not be a terrible thing in this situation.
Well, 3rd down, and
it's gonna be
19 or 20.
Well, it'll be 3rd and 27.
Yeah, 3rd and 27.
And they run it
out of the end zone here, and just barely. Good job defensively by the Bulldogs. But
see, I don't know. I would have liked maybe a quick kick in that situation.
Well, the Coyotes are set to punt. Zy Carrasco at the very, very back of the end zone. He's going to have to be real careful not to step back. There's going to be a good snap, and there's going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start.
That's going to be your typical 4-inch penalty there. No, I forgot. He got some yards on the last play. So it's going to be about a yard and a half.
So
yard and a half penalty.
Yeah, so, okay, it's going to be 4th and 27. Carrasco will be in the back of the end zone once again. The snap has to be just accurate.
Yeah, Scott, and this is not the normal distance, so it's tough.
Carrasco does get it off, and it's going to be returnable from the 30.
Yeah, see, and that's why I said a safety might not be such a bad idea there.
Yeah.
Because now you just give him the ball at the 15, and otherwise you could have backed them up at least back to their 40 or so.
Right.
I mean, yeah, the cost is 2 points on that. Oh, but there is a flag down.
Yeah, there is a flag. But it's on the west side of the field. Let's see what's going on.
Well, penalties have plagued the Coyotes here in the 3rd quarter as the 3rd quarter is winding down here. Let's see if this is yet another one on Roswell or if it's...
It's going to be an Artesia. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVBTV.com. If you're just now tuning in, the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 15-0 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third quarter. What a game this has been. 1 versus 2. And I tell you what, the defensive squad for the Roswell Coyotes have really done their job. But in this right here, the Artesia Bulldogs, they get a penalty.
Well, I'll tell you what, that gives the defense a chance. That 15-yard penalty pushes them out to the 32, at least gives them a chance here.
And there's going to be a pass up the middle and incomplete once again, and the pass was intended to Isaac Casares.
And that one was on the mark. I think he just saw number 14, Connor Nichols. You know, I heard those footsteps. He saw him in his peripheral vision and just kind of pulled the hands back a little quick on that one.
Well, I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm real impressed with Estrada, his athleticism. Throws the ball real well, but, you know, don't forget, if he has an open lane, if he has some time to run, don't count him out, Coach. He has that opportunity to run.
Yeah.
I know you said slim to none, but I'm telling you.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. He could definitely prove me wrong, but I'm just not worried about him running.
Oh, in trouble is Estrada going to the end zone, and once again off the hands.
Step for step.
Yeah.
Step for step is number 7, Keegan Nichols. That's a linebacker. That's not even a defensive back. That's a linebacker step for step with those speedy receivers. And you know what? A great ball by Estrada.
Yep.
He put it the only place this guy had a chance.
On the money.
Yeah.
And just a great job once again defensively for the secondary of the Roswell Coyotes.
And I've noticed that the pressure is slowly starting to maybe get to Estrada now. You know, they've been on the field quite a bit. And that might be a factor going into the fourth quarter.
3rd down and 10 from the 32 left hash. Estrada and the Artesia Bulldogs will take a timeout. We will too. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
Welcome back to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. You're listening to Roswell High School football here in Roswell, New Mexico. We're here at the Wool Balls. The Roswell Coyotes currently lead 15-0 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Estrada is in the empty set right now. You have 3 eligible receivers to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom, and you have a 3-man front for the Roswell Coyotes. Estrada going to dump it, and that is going to be picked up by the Roswell Coyotes.
This might be a
30, score. 25-20, 10-5, touchdown, Coyotes.
And there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be on the Coyotes. It's going to be a sideline violation on the Coyotes. The official actually ran over a kindergartner down there. He appears to be okay.
Who is that down there?
Well, they threw the flag before that happened. Our sideline was not where they're supposed to be before that happened. It looks like the touchdown may count.
Well, the touchdown's going to count, and, Coach, I could not tell you who it was.
It might have been Greathouse that scooped it. It was Damian Quezada who knocked it out. So Damian Quezada with the forced fumble, and I'm going to say, yeah, it's Greathouse, because look what he's doing on the sideline right now.
Okay, so you're going to have to hear a break. We'll discuss this here in just a moment. 21-0, another defensive. Let's see, the PAT is going to be up and good. Okay, Coyotes lead 22-0. We're going to take a break. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us. Start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, welcome back to Roswell Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Sounds like we got confirmation that Mason Greathouse got the fumble recovered 55 yards for the touchdown. And the PAT up and good. Coyotes lead with a comfortable lead, 22-0 thus far. But the game's not over yet.
Oh, not by a long shot. I mean, if you don't think this team can score 3 touchdowns in no time flat, you haven't been watching the Artesia Bulldogs. But what a huge play for the Roswell Coyotes, and it was Damian Quezada who got in there with the big hit, knocked the ball out, and big Mason Greathouse with the scoop and score.
Well, like we talked about Indiana, we talked Arizona, we talked Nebraska. Now, Miss Rosetta Holmes in Colorado. She is cold, but listening to Roswell Coyote football and watching on KSVPTV.com. There's the kick.
Oh, they're going to try to run the starburst. They can't get it organized.
Starburst is not successful.
And is it Connor? It is Connor Nichols with the special teams tackle. They tried to get to the starburst, and it just wasn't enough time.
Well, right.
And he wound up having to hold on to the ball, and Connor made him pay. They're stuck inside their own 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 13, right in the middle of the field. And this defense, which couldn't be any more pumped up, is back on the field.
1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs. They're going to work from the 13-yard line. Let's call it middle part of the field for the listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM as Estrada gets organized. Looks like he's getting some direction from Coach Maupin on the east side of the field. All right, and they're waiting for an Artesia Bulldog to get on the field, and finally does, is number 73. That's going to be Devin Velasquez. The guard gets in the ballgame now. So 1st and 10 once again. There's going to be a quick pass up the middle, and there is nobody, not even in the area code on that play.
Yeah, I mean, you got 85 sprinting up the slot. That's Eddie Kahn, but the ball a good 10 yards behind him, and he was well covered on the play. That time, I think, by Palomino, who's come in as an extra defensive back. They're rotating, as they always do. Got Noah Lynn rotating out, but these players stay fresh. You know, Nobody plays two ways on this team. I mean, nobody, and they rotate. I mean, these Coach Lynn's got it going on.
Well, there's Estrada with the handoff, and Frankie Galindo get a couple yards. But here's the thing, you're exactly right. The Roswell Coyotes have 160 kids. We say this every time we're on the air. 160 kids in the program.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, no underclassmen at this point playing at the varsity level.
That's right. You're talking 36 seniors. You're talking 20 juniors. The JV's still playing that, a game rescheduled. Who knows? Maybe he'll bring a sophomore or two up for the tournament. But I'll tell you what, this team is experienced. They're deep. I mean deep. And Coach Lynn said in an interview earlier today, right, best defense he's ever had.
3rd and 7 for the Artesia Bulldogs, working from the 16-yard line. Here's Estrada dropping back to pass. In trouble, hit as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and Aiden Rutley got a real solid hit on Nia Estrada, who's a little bit slow getting up at the 5, and now he's walking a little gingerly. It's going to bring up 4th and 7, and you have to punt.
Well,
you can't give Roswell the ball there.
Well,
and how many 4th downs have they failed on?
Well, here's the thing. Does the Roswell Coyotes bring the house?
Well, you know, they put Castillo back to receive the punt, which tells me that they probably are going to go after the punt.
That's what I'm saying.
And nothing against Castillo. He's a great returner. Getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Lynn here.
Well, let's see here.
They might fake this.
Well, it's very possible, and they're not going to. And almost blocked by Eli Lynn.
Yeah, but that's a short punt. Bounces straight up in the air, and now it's going to roll out.
Takes a semi bounce.
An okay bounce. It's on the 47-yard line.
All right. Do you take a shot here?
The Coyotes are starting in Artesia's territory. I say no. And the reason I say no is that we're about to go to the fourth quarter.
Right. Utilize the running game.
3-touchdown lead. You burn clock. At this point, and you know, it's almost, how do I put this? It's almost never too late to think about burning the clock against Artesia. But I think the Coyotes, especially the way this defense is playing, I think we're there.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes, working from the left hash, 47. Fuentes, the quarterback, pistol formation. 2 eligible receivers at the bottom of your screen, and there you're exactly right. Why not? Utilize the running game, take some time off the clock, and especially when you have that running back by the name of Bryce Sanchez, why would you not?
Well, yeah, I mean, he protects the ball. He's going to get positive yardage, you know, about 98 times out of 100. And the clock will keep on moving. Now they will have to run one more play before the quarter. There's about 18 on the play clock, 27 on the game clock. But again, you're in no hurry.
Yeah, no, just go ahead and utilize it one more time and see if Fuentes just gives it to, I don't think that's Sanchez there. I think that is, no, it is Sanchez. And brought down about the, let's see here, 41-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. And so the Roswell Coyotes, lead 22-0. And that's going to end the third quarter. We're going to take a break. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Roswell High Football.
October is National Cooperative Month, and as a Central Valley Electric Cooperative member, you are much more than just a customer. You're a co-op owner. At CVE, we are here to power your life so you can do all the things you need to grow. We are better when we grow together. It's National Co-op Month, and CVE wants to thank our members for being the heart of the co-op. Thank you for being a co-op owner and a customer of Central Valley Electric Cooperative.
Welcome back to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com.
I've got an I wonder for you, partner.
All right.
I'll have to research it, obviously, and not now.
I see your brain working.
I wonder when is the last time the Artesia Bulldogs went 3 quarters without scoring.
You know, don't know. We're going to have to do some research on that.
It might be decades. It might be decades.
It might have been never.
Now, they've been playing this game since 1912, partner, when they used to go in wagons on the road.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see what happens here as Fuentes will throw a quick dump over to, I believe that's
Giovanni. Late flag. Let's see.
It looks like maybe, is it a horse collar?
I think they might have got Rico Lujan for something. He looks guilty. It would have been a first down on the reception to Giovanni Apodaca. 5-yard reception, but it is going to be a penalty on Roswell.
Okay.
And I didn't see the indication. Did you?
I did not.
Rico looked guilty, and I didn't see that he did anything, but he looked guilty at the end of that play. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9, just a 5-yard penalty.
Right. Okay. So it is a 22-0 as the Roswell Coyotes lead in this ball game. 11:44 remaining in the contest. Fuentes is going to go in empty set.
Here's that spread you like so much.
I love it. Fuentes in trouble, but he has running room. At the 40-yard line, 35-30, 25, and finally brought down about the 24-yard line. And what a good run by Manny Fuentes.
Timely. Couldn't be any more timely for a 22-yard run for Manny Fuentes. The clock will run. Coyotes approach the red zone. We're in the fourth quarter. It's a 3-touchdown lead. I'll tell you what, never count Artesia out. This game is not over by a long shot, but what a dominating performance so far by the Roswell Coyotes.
That's for sure. 1st and 10 now from the 22. Coyotes working on the left hash here in Bulldog territory. They're going to hand it off again, and I love the call.
I'm not crazy about the result, but I love the call.
Yeah, well, you got to utilize some time here.
-2 for Bryce Sanchez, as Artesia was all over that one. Apodaca will check out, and Coyotes will do a rare thing, and they'll huddle up and take their time.
Yeah, they have 20 seconds left on the time clock. 10:35 remaining in the contest. Coyotes lead 22-0. Left hash, 1st and 12 from the 29. Fuentes in pistol formation. Dropping back to passes. Fuentes in trouble, but he says, look at this, son. I can catch a move.
Did you see the feint on that? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's Coach, you said it. I mean,
they say he stepped out. He went way farther than that.
Well, he might have stepped out. They're going to call it about the 20-yard line.
Okay, going to bring up 3rd and 8. So what did he get on that? About 12? Just 7. No, it's just going to be 7. It's 15.
Okay, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. They're calling it 2nd and 8. It's really 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down.
Their speed option now. Fuentes sacks him out, and is going to have the 1st down. 118 speed option, and decides, oh, you know what, I'm going to take it myself, and Fuentes will get the 1st down.
And obviously the right decision on the speed option there, as they bought on the fake, and it opened up a big hole for him, and Manny can run the football. I mean, we've seen it over the years. Manny's a good runner of the football, not just good with the arm, but good with the legs as well.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 9 from the 9. It's going to be Fuentes and the Coyotes working middle part of the field. Here comes Fuentes, going to hand it off. No, he's going to roll out to the right side from about the 15. He's looking. He escapes trouble, and he's going to throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes! What a job by Fuentes, testing his line, and throws it into the end zone for another Coyote touchdown.
Malachi Mitchell from 9 yards out. And I tell you what, Manny's almost just showing off at this point. I mean, are you kidding me with those moves back there? They can't. I mean, they're all over him, and he's just cool as a cucumber.
And you're going to get him for a 9-yard?
9. That is correct.
9-yard touchdown strike in the 4th quarter here. And the PAT this time is up and plenty of distance. It's good. Coyotes lead 29-0. We're going to take a timeout. Thanks for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
And a 9-yard touchdown strike by Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell. The extra point is up and good. Coyotes lead 29-0 with 9:29 left in this contest.
And I just want to say, I wasn't trying to disparage Manny when I said he's showing off.
No,
I'm just saying showing off his incredible abilities in the pocket back there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh. I mean, I hope there's recruiters here today.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you there is, because the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos will be playing tomorrow night on an ESPN game, but they are here today.
Oh, don't go out of bounds.
And he does.
It didn't.
He does. He goes out of bounds about the 6-7 yard line. Hey, and a quick shout out to a friend of ours, JJ Leos. He's at home watching the TV set, and tell you what, to appreciate to all of our listeners, if you're listening on the radio or on TV, appreciate you guys.
I'll tell you what, when it rains, it pours for Artesia. It's just not their night. I mean, you got a guy returning a kick, he catches it and falls out of bounds at the 5. I mean, if he puts his foot out of bounds and catches it, they get the ball at the 35.
Right.
Instead, they're starting on their own 5-yard line, and I'll tell you what, they might go after Estrada here. Looks like they're just going to rush 4 because you know they're passing, but we'll see.
All right, and Estrada in trouble. And that's Nichols. Great defense once again.
Catch, though. Nichols will get credit for a tackle, but... Oh, and we have an injured Coyote in the end zone there.
It looks like he's okay. That's number 71.
That's Noah.
That's Noah Lynn, but I promise you, he will be just fine.
Might be a cramp situation.
Very possible.
They're walking him off.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, right now, hey, shout out to Frank Montoya. They're out here in the stands as well. People still tailgating all over the place. Once again, shout out to all of our listeners. And looks like Coach Boggs is going to take a little walk right over there, and Coach Lynn's going to make sure he's okay here.
Lisa was already working on Rico Lujan, getting him taped up, so now she's going to have to go over and
he's okay. He's saying he's cramping. Jeff gave him the thumbs up here. Lisa's going to take a look at him. Estrada dropping back to pass up the middle, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And really, you're down 4 scores now. I think everything's 4-down territory for Artesia.
Absolutely.
I mean, regardless of the down and distance, I don't think you can punt. And I think if you do, you're saying, well, we lost.
All right.
3rd and 3. It'll be interesting to see the play call here.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. Let's see what Estrada does here. All right. A little movement.
Yeah, they can't
do that. That's a penalty.
Yeah, that was Galindo. Galindo jumped forward in the backfield. You can't do that. So that's going to back him up, make it closer to a 3rd and 9. Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a statement, I would say, for whoever.
Well, yes, it is. At this point it is, but Estrada in trouble again. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be intercepted by Zach Carrasco. And I don't know if he's been touched. He should go into the end zone.
No, if he's down, he's down.
Did he go down?
He was on the ground. He went to the ground to make the catch, but Zach Carrasco with the interception at the 29-yard line. And that might be the dagger. I know we've still got 8.5 minutes to play.
Well, look at former Roswell High principal, Mr. Pilar Carrasco, along with former Roswell High stand-up and Eastern New Mexico Greyhound, Justin Carrasco. They're jumping up and down, cheering on the son and brother.
Fired up.
Zai Carrasco with another interception.
Yeah, and that puts him in the lead for interceptions on the year. That's his 3rd. He had another one that's called back by a penalty. But Zai Carrasco with yet another turnover for this defense. Ooh, that was dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous, but there's another flag, and this time it might be on Artesia.
Well, I don't know. I think they need to get Rico Lujan out of there. He is walking very gingerly. Lisa was taping him up.
Well, at this point, I'm thinking right now, he is the starting center. It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and get him out there and get some rest. Of course, the Roswell Coyotes will take on the Mayfield Trojans next Friday.
Right back here at the Wool Bowl.
Yeah, from this point forward, the Roswell Coyotes play here at home. Nonetheless, the Coyotes, when they play the Goddard Rockets, they'll be on the visiting side.
Yeah, we'll be on the home side.
Correct.
No. We'll be on the visiting side.
The Coyotes, it's not a home game for us, but the Coyotes will be on the east side of the Wool Bowl.
Correct. So 7 yards for Bryce on 1st and 25.
Well, Coach, your prediction so far, you have said a mouthful about, we were talking about the defense. I thought it was going to be a higher scoring game, more than 29-0.
I did too. I've almost got the I said the Coyotes would score 35.
35, yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And I had Artesia scoring 31, and that ain't going to happen.
And I have them at 42. So we'll see what happens here. So there's going to be two eligible receivers top of your screen. Fuentes pistol, hands it off again. And there is Bryce Sanchez, and he's going to be Shy of the first down, I'm going to say.
Well, 12-yard shy.
Oh, 12-yard shot. Okay, there's the
3rd and 18, 3rd and 12 coming up.
There
He'll
you
get
go.
6. Good run.
Yeah. Well, expect pass here. I say that. I mean,
I don't know. I think you can run the ball
speed
here.
option here. You might have a toss sweep. You might get into field goal range here for Kennard. You just never know. Let's see what happens here.
I think this is almost 4-down territory because you can take dang near a minute off the clock if it's not an incomplete pass.
There's the handoff, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I think they were going for it the whole time.
Okay, so
we'll see. I mean, they aren't yet, but we'll see.
Okay.
Bryce Sanchez for 4. 4th and about 8. Is that what they're saying?
Well, they're calling it 4th and 8. Clock continues to run. 29-0 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 6:15 remaining in the contest.
I think he's going to call a time and let it run all the way to 0 and call a timeout here. Just to use as much clock as possible. They will get it just inside 6 minutes. And there's timeout.
All right. Is it that the Artesia Bulldogs taking the timeout?
No, it's Coach Lynn.
Okay, sounds good. We're going to take a timeout, too. Thanks for listening to Roswell Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
It used to be printing was boring business cards and lifeless letterhead. But now it's bright, powerful, and it's on more than paper. At Southwest Printers, they bring your project to life and on just about any surface. Card magnets, cups, mugs, you name it. How about bright banners, colorful brochures, and rack cards that rock? And yes, they still print business cards, but if they're boring, that's on you. Southwest Printers, committed, competitive, and local. 110 North Pennsylvania in Roswell, online at swprint.com. All
right, we're back as the Roswell Coyotes take a timeout. 4th and 8 for the Coyotes as they are in Bulldog territory, but currently leading the Bulldogs 29-0 with 5:57 remaining in the contest. First district ball game for the Roswell Coyotes. And here comes Manny Fuentes in pistol formation. Takes the snap. In trouble. And he escapes traffic.
You're kidding me.
And he's going to throw it. And that time is going to be picked off.
And it's going to be a pick 6. Well, unless Manny can get there, he cannot.
Oh, wow. That time, the Artesia Bulldogs have a pick 6.
Yeah, just, I'll say it. I love Manny. He's played like a high school football god tonight, but I'm telling you, that was a terrible decision.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't know how he escaped the traffic there, but if anything, just throw
it away.
Throw it away. Throw it out.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a turnover either way, but you don't want to do that because you want to throw it to the sideline where maybe you can make a tackle if it's picked off. Again, it's throwing kind of back across the field, and that's just never a good idea.
All right, looks like they're going to go for 2, and
ball's out? No,
that's number 17. That's Isaac Casares for the 2-point conversion. It's now 29-8. Now, here's the thing. Coyotes are going to have to be careful. There's still plenty of time.
Well, you got to get the hands team out there. It's onside kick time. And
and there's Lynn as he referenced. Get the hands team out.
Right, doing the signals on the sideline. Hands team because the onside kick is coming. Now, tell you something about this Artesia team. They run onside kicks all year long in all kinds of situations. They're very good at it.
Right.
They run trick plays. They run all kinds of stuff. And you've seen them they score a lot of touchdowns, as you well know. They do all kinds of crazy things with the extra points, too.
Right.
I mean, they practice this stuff. They run it in games. They're good at it. So this is big, this first onside kick situation for the hands team. Now, they're going to have to onside kick 3 times and be successful 3 times to get back in this game. I mean, you say there's plenty of time. I mean, a lot of things have to go Artesia's way here for them to get back in this game.
Well, I agree with you. It's just, I've seen this happen too many times in high school football. And, again, as I mentioned, I think the Roswell Coyotes playing well. But you can never, ever count the Artesia Bulldogs out.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not saying that, but it's gonna be. You're going to need a series of miracles here.
There's the hand team, and Zy Carrasco does exactly what he's supposed to do.
I think it's LJ.
Oh, no. No, it's Zy Carrasco.
Okay.
Just falls about the 40-yard line, and let's see if Coach Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes are just going to try to run some time off the clock here.
Oh, sure. They're going to keep the ball on the ground. If they go to the air, I doubt they're going to the sidelines. They're going to run clock. They're going to maybe even try to get Artesia to use their last 2 timeouts. Artesia called one early in the 3rd quarter, and I'll bet he wishes he had it back.
Well, live and learn on that. And,
before a 4th down play.
Right, sure.
He could sure use it now, but...
well, you got to redeem yourself and, flush it and get ready for the next play, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to roll out to the right side and take it himself, 40-yard line, and he's just going to go out of bounds. I think he probably would have just stayed inbounds.
You got to slide there.
Yeah, you have to slide.
You got to slide there. So I think Manny might be even a little out of sorts now after throwing the pick 6. But Coach Lynn's going to let him know here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Hey, not go out of bounds right there.
Just slide.
So they're bringing the first, 2nd down and 6 play. Still says 1st and 6 on the scoreboard, so I apologize.
Yeah. So 2nd and 6.
And they're going to actually kind of have to hurry here. 8, 7, 6. Get set, boys.
Well, they're trying to utilize every second possible, and they do.
It's not running, though.
Sanchez is going to be shy of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 1.5. Well, the clock's not running at all.
No, it wasn't because he ran out of bounds. So they had no reason to run that all the way down to 1 second on the play clock. Now they do. Now they need to run it down.
Yeah.
But they also kind of need to keep playing. Well, are we going to get a timeout?
Well,
official timeout for something.
I wonder if they're trying to get.
They're running the clock.
So they're gonna take 15 seconds. And they're saying, there you go, to stop the clock.
Well, they should have stopped the clock
now
there, and
they
didn't.
Now they started. So
they didn't stop it though on that official timeout.
Okay, so the clock has stopped, and now here we go. 29-8 is the score in favor of the Coyotes. 4-13. That just skipped a second. I was watching it.
Yeah, I noticed it do that too. So they run the old snake eyes, and Manny Fuentes will pull forward for 2 yards in the first down.
It went from 13 to 11. Clock is running. 4:02, 4:01, 4. Now we're under 4 minutes left in the game. The Coyotes have another first down.
Yeah, they need maybe 2 more first downs and can put this one in the refrigerator.
I have to agree with you.
All right, they're going to run it down almost all the way.
Motion.
Inside handoff. Bryce will get 4 more.
Yep. Okay, 29-8 is the score. 3:28 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, and a timeout called, I assume, by Artesia.
All right, let's take one, too. We'll be right back. You're listening to Roswell Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
All right, welcome back to Coyote football. We're here in the fourth quarter with 3:28 remaining. Coyotes lead 29-8. That's correct, 29-8.
And I will say this, defense still hasn't given up any points.
Defense still has not given up any points. You're exactly right.
The team has, but the defense has not.
On the interception.
So Bryce going to pick up a couple more. Let's see where the spot is.
And that's Dylan King. He's really done a good job.
Another timeout for Artesia. Should we stay here, partner?
Yeah, let's do. Coyotes do lead 29-8. If you're just now listening and tuning in, tell you what, the Coyotes have really, really done a good job in this ball game. In the first quarter, the Roswell Coyotes scored on a 38-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Abe Descano. And then in the second quarter, a 17-yard touchdown strike from Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell. PAT at that point was unsuccessful. And then a 28-yard field goal, which made it 15-0. And then in the third quarter, there was a Mason Greathouse fumble recovery, went 55 yards. And the PAT was up and good. And then in the fourth quarter, 9-yard strike from Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell once again. And the extra point was good. 29-8 as Fuentes also threw a pick six. And that's how the Artesia Bulldogs got on the board.
Yeah, really the only blemish on the night for Manny, that not going out of bounds on one play that cost him maybe a half a minute, but I don't know why he's waiting so long.
Well, you got 4 seconds.
They're called timeout.
There's going to be another timeout. They're saying, hurry up.
Coach Lynn is not happy. Has his hands out. And what's going on, boys? Real communication breakdown. Maybe we better take a break here.
All right, we'll do. We'll be right back. You're listening to Roswell Football on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSVPTV.com.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us. Start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're back from the Roswell Coyote timeout. We have 3:27 left in this contest. Coyotes lead 29-8 here in this contest. It is going to be 3rd and 4 for the Roswell Coyotes. Fuentes still under center.
Yeah, big play here. They need this first down.
Estrada is going to have the ball. It's going to be a first down for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, 6 yards on the carry for Estrada on the jet sweep. And that will do it. I'll say it. That'll do it. That's the ball game. Artesia does have one timeout. No, they do not. Sorry.
No, it's done.
Yeah, so they can. I think they can take 3 knees and get it close.
Well, yeah, 14 seconds left on the time clock. 2:50 left in the ball game. Excuse me. Let's run a couple of plays here, and then I think we'll call it a ball game.
Well, if you get 2 plays like that, and it will be. As Bryce Sanchez goes for another 5. And Bryce Sanchez, as well as Manny played, as well as the defense played, Bryce Sanchez, you can't say enough about that guy, and we'll talk about him in the stats.
Yep, let's see.
Tell him it's 47 points a game.
Yeah, it's not 30-plus points a game. Yeah. It's 47 points a game. So, yeah, you're exactly right.
Here's Bryce. He's going to have a first down. Maybe. No, almost.
So you just go ahead and get that first down, and it's going to be ball game here in just a few minutes. Well, and here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and say it now, too. This is going to be the ball game, Coach. I know there's only a minute 40 seconds left, but the Roswell Coyotes now have to prepare for the Mayfield Trojans next week, and that ball game will start at 7 p.m. on October 20th. And, of course, the Goddard Rockets defeated the Mayfield Trojans yesterday.
That is correct.
Yep.
I think it was 35-14 or something like that. Here's another jet sweep. And
Estrada will have the first down, and Moore's on his feet.
And goes down. Excellent job.
In bounds.
In bounds.
But they're going to say he's out of bounds.
I think they're just moving the chains.
Well, let's see.
They should.
Yeah, no, there he goes.
Yep.
What a game this has been for the Roswell Coyotes. And what a great win for this program and in this community.
I think we do one kneel down here, and that's it.
I think you're right, Coach.
It's close, actually. But, yeah, I think by the time they reset the play clock.
Well, and here's where it's very important, and I'm pretty sure this will happen. Good sportsmanship by both squads, and just, call it a game. Shake hands. And, well played ball game by both squads. And congratulations to Jeff Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes. And now I will tell you that the Roswell Coyotes will take over the #1 ranking in the state of New Mexico. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are currently the best team in the state of New Mexico. And let me rephrase that, in all classifications.
In all classifications. Definitely right.
All right, so we'll go to a break. I want to make sure this goes to 0, and it does. Coyotes win 29-8. You want to take a couple minutes?
Yeah, just to get the stats together.
All right, sounds good. We'll be back in 2 minutes with statistics, and then we'll close this game out. You're listening and watching KSUPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
You've heard of a Four Seasons room, but have you heard of a Four Seasons window? Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing and Windows. It might surprise you to learn many windows are built to handle only the cold or only the heat, but not both. In Southeast New Mexico, one or the other doesn't cut it. That's why Trustmark windows are built to handle our Four Seasons climate. The scorching summers, the bone-chilling winters, and everything in between. Special glass coating blocks extreme UV rays. A stout frame prevents warping from the extreme weather changes. And insulated glass is like putting your home in a giant styrofoam cooler in the winter and keeps cold out and warmth in. And in the summer, it keeps heat out and cool in. For our Four Seasons weather, get Four Seasons windows. Call today for your no-obligation spring window assessment. 575-755-7663 or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
This
This October, Artesia General Hospital is here to help you take charge of your breast health. About 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer. Understanding your family history and getting screened can help lower your risk and lead to early detection. They're pleased to offer advanced 3D mammography, providing increased early detection, more accurate results, and enhanced comfort. Don't wait. Request your mammogram today. Women over 40 don't need a physician's referral to schedule their annual screening. Visit artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their tunnel wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Back to Roswell Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. The Roswell Coyotes win big 29-8 here at the Wool Bowl. Coach McDonald, I know you have statistics for us. I'm going to turn that over to you, partner.
All right, so we're going to start with special teams as usual. Peyton Kenner, 28-yard field goal in the second. As the second quarter expired, he was also 2 of 4 on extra points. Zai Carrasco, 2 kickoff returns for a total of 15 yards. Defensively, this defense, they gave up 0 points tonight to the number 1 Artesia Bulldogs. We're led by the Nichols brothers as usual. 2 for Keegan, 3 for Connor unofficially on the day. 3 tackles for Zai Carrasco plus an interception to add to that. 2 tackles for Jeremiah Moriel, 4 for Vernon Molinar. That's who I had with the most tackles on the day. 3 for Eli Lynn, 1 for Aiden Rutley, 1 each for Greathouse, Noah Lynn, and Castro. He also had the forced fumble by Damian Quezada, which resulted in the scoop and score, 55-yard touchdown on the fumble recovery from Mason Greathouse. Damian Quezada also recovered a fumble earlier in the game. All right, offensively, Manny Fuentes, 11 for 15, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the night. Receiving, Jacob Palomino, 1 catch for 47 yards. Avi Toscano, 2 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Giovanni Apodaca, 1 catch for 17. Peyton Kennard, 2 catches for a total of 18. Josh Estrada, 3 catches for 32. LJ Macias, 2 catches for 17. And Malachi Mitchell, for the first time I think this year, receiver, 2 touchdowns. A total of 26 yards and those 2 touchdowns. Running the football, Isaac Loya, 1 carry for -5 yards. Giovanni Apodaca, 2 carries for a total of 7. Josh Estrada carried the ball 4 times for 34 yards. So nice balance for Josh Estrada today, both running and receiving the football. Peyton Kennard ran the ball once for 2 yards. That was for a first down on 4th down. Manny Fuentes ran the ball 6 times for a total of 47 yards. And Bryce Sanchez, the B train, was rolling on time downtown. He ran the ball 30 times, 188 yards. Did not score, but 30 carries, 188 yards on the day. And there are the stats. And I tell you, partner, I did not see this coming. I thought Roswell would win, but I did not see this coming.
Well, there you go. You're right. 29-8 is the score. And the defense, once again, has not allowed a point in over a month. And what a great job by the Roswell Coyotes. But next week, the Artesia Bulldogs will be at home against the Goddard Rockets. That will be played at the Bulldog Bowl at 7 p.m. The Artesia Bulldogs now fall to 7-1 overall and 0-1 in district play, and will fall in the rankings probably to the 2 seed. And the Roswell Coyotes now, overall record is 8-0, 1-0 in district, will get the 1 seed in the state of New Mexico in all classifications. We'll be back in action on October 20th, which is next Friday at 7 p.m. against the Mayfield Trojans. And I tell you what, partner, you're exactly right. What a game this was. Roswell Coyotes will go back home, celebrate the victory, go back to work, start looking at some film, and try to have a successful game and practice next week. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald going to close it out. Safe travels back to Artesia. We'll see you next week. You guys have a good night, and it's always great to be a Coyote. Good night.
That concludes this presentation of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Business Notions, Calici's Frozen Custard, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Moppet and Brown Dentistry, Maze Lumber, Oasis Computers, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Plateau, Richland Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram, and Richland Chevrolet Buick, Roswell Seed Company, Southwest Printers, Trustmark Roofing, the University of New Mexico, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled program.
Is